grateful for my manifestations. I am grateful for my abundance.
Hello, Trent. What's going on?
I'm grateful for my life.
Welcome in. Welcome. Galaxy.
I'm grateful for my prosperity.
How are you, Trent? I'm good. I'm doing all right. Jermaine. All right, let's see. Let's do this. Okay. Let me get this bigger. Come on, dude. There we go. Okay, Jermaine. Thank you very much, Trent.
My manifestations are on their way to me now.
So, Jermaine, let's change your question a little bit. Oh, I'm sorry, Jermaine. Well, guess what? You're here now. So you are first also. So let's change this up a little bit to, instead of how will you will a new love come? Let's do how can you find a new love with good qualities? How can you attract a new love with good qualities? Let's do that. How can you attract a new love with good qualities? Let's do that. Trent, yes, of course. I'm doing free tarot readings. If the list gets long, if anybody wants to jump to the front of the line, it's $10. That's how I'm doing it. Right now, we're going to ask how Jermaine can attract a new love with good qualities. All right, I will do Trent next. Trent, you are on the list. You are next.
I attract huge abundance.
Okay, Jermaine, there seems to be something going on right now with you that you are rejecting people or putting out a bad vibe. So you got the Five of Cups on the front, on the outside, and the Five of Cups seems to, it's usually about emotional conflict. What I want you to recognize is, instead of what you've lost, or instead of what whatever you're concentrating on, try focusing on the good things, maybe the good things that you want to have in a partner, and then try to follow this bridge over here to go over to a new igloo or a new shelter kind of a thing. However, the card on the bottom of the deck, the reason why I'm saying this is because you got the Ten of Swords in reverse. When the Ten of Swords comes up, to me, it means that you have, when a 10 comes up in general, it means that the querent has not accepted or fully accepted a complete ending. So I feel like there's something that has ended that you haven't quite come to terms with. And once you come to terms with that and are able to flip this over, you will have a new sense of idea. You will go to the Ace of Swords, and have a good idea about what you're looking for in a partner. But until you release whatever it is that you are holding on to, you're probably not going to find a partner with good qualities. There's something that's holding you back, a bad quality from a past relationship, something of that nature, and that's what you need to let go of. If you found this interesting, I know that you were here yesterday, so I think you probably followed me. But if you want to give me a follow and you want to revisit this in another month, we can pull a new card after we kind of see what kind of energies you've decided, or you figured out you needed to release.
I feel confident.
Okay, Trent, we are on to you. Thank you for the roses, Trent. Okay, so will Mark and I become a couple? How long have you been? Are you talking to Mark? Does Mark know you like him? You're welcome, Jermaine.
I only feel good to me.
Does Mark know you like him?
I manifest my goals with dreams.
Talking for a year. What's the holdup? What do you think? What do you think is the holdup? Why aren't you guys becoming a couple? What do you think is the holdup?
Good is drawn to me.
Hello, Rye.
I am a vibrational match to my desire.
Some baggage. Is this a long distance relationship, or is this like are you guys
I
near
am
each other?
a high vibration person. I am
So it's you're nearby each other. Okay. So let's instead of saying will Mark and I become a couple, let's focus on how you two can become a couple. Now I'm not going to be able to focus on his energy. I'm going to be able to focus on your energy because I have access to your energy. So let's focus on how you can bring up how can you approach the subject with Mark of becoming a couple. Let's try that. How can you approach the idea? I have an idea already without pulling a card, but let's see what happens. How can Trent approach the idea of becoming a couple with Mark?
I release my desires, knowing they
How
will
can
come
Trent
to me.
approach the idea of becoming a couple with Mark?
I deserve my good.
So this is kind of what I was thinking of prior to pulling the cards, but I think that the cards are just kind of validating what I think you should do. You have the Empress in reverse, which is like she's like the mother of the tarot. And the mother of the tarot is mothers are traditionally patient. They are traditionally willing to let things grow, very caring, traditionally. Because this is reversed, it does kind of feel like there's some that you guys both, even though you both have baggage, I feel like you're both kind of not talking about that baggage. I know that you guys have talked about it on a surface level, probably, but there seems to be something that you're holding back from him, and you might want to bring that up and like say what I care about, what do I would like to get out of a relationship, kind of a thing. You do seem to be the card on the bottom of the deck. You do seem to be very in tune with your emotions. With the King of Cups, what I was mentioning, what I was thinking of is, can you approach the relationship with Mark as a healing relationship instead of focusing on will this last forever? I know that I know we all want that. But I wonder if Mark needs to take hi Liza. I wonder if Mark needs to take a step in the right direction and approach it more as a healing, because I wonder if that would probably do this. Because if you do this also with this, a mother that's reversed is also can be overbearing, too much in each other's business, not allowing space. So what I would think of is bringing it on this way. I'm getting chills. Allow each other to have your personal space, and also acknowledge that each of you have a feeling toward a specific issue. You are very in tune with your emotions, but and you can compartmentalize pretty well. But I want you to still. I'm wondering if there's still an aspect of the relationship to where you can be caring toward each other, and again approach it from a more healing aspect versus a let's be together forever aspect. How do you know he's your twin flame if you're not together yet? I mean, I know a little bit about twin flames, but does he believe that as well? Does he believe the twin flame stuff as well? He does. Okay, cool. So yeah, well, why don't you approach it more with him from a healing aspect? Just like allow you both to heal with each other, and see if you start growing together. And if you guys are twin flames, I can't. Oh, very similar. Okay, yeah, I can't imagine he wouldn't. I think that would be nice. I mean, are you guys together but not together? Like I know that's you've been talking together. I wonder if you guys can do like we're together but open. Okay. Because maybe like I don't want to say friends with benefits. I don't want to do that because that just kind of puts it a little bit further back from relationship. I'm wondering if there's a way to say let's be together, but have it but don't DTR it and be a little bit more loose with it.
I'm grateful for my prosperity.
Okay. I have a question, Trent. You wrote Mark.
I'm
Were you?
grateful for my
This is
ability
me getting
to
into a little
choose.
bit of a personal thing, and you don't have to answer this if you don't want to. Were you both married? Are you both? How do I ask this?
Manifestations are
Were
on
you
their
married? Were
way
you
to
both
me
married to women
now.
first, and then you found each other, or were you both married to men first? Okay, that's what I was wondering. I just, out of curiosity, I just wondered. That would have been kind of interesting. Just that would have been a really cool story to tell if you were both uh, married to women and then found each other. That just would have been a really cool story. I just wondered about that.
I am a
Um,
beacon.
so yeah, I just wonder if you should approach it more from a healing aspect instead of a relationship aspect. Oh wow, you okay? All right, yeah. Um, yeah, I would do that also because there's been a lot of time passed with your marriages. Hello, Bob. Yes, Bob, I will put you on the list. You are next, Bob. Because so much time has passed, like, yeah, new chapters. Really embrace that new chapter. Hello, Vignesh. How are you doing? Yeah, embrace the new chapter, but you don't need to flip everything. Like, don't go like from one to another and flip it and just be on your head. I would suggest, because it's a healing, take time with it. Um, unless you both want to go head on, and just be like, all right, we're healing kind of a thing. But I'm going to let you guys kind of deal with that. If you found this interesting, Trent, give me a follow. And after you have your conversation with Mark, we can pull some new cards and we can see. Thank you, Trent. After you pull, after you talk to Mark, we can pull some new cards in like a month, and we can see where um, thought processes something, where the energies are landing. Sorry, that brain fart. All right, Bob, we've got you. Vignesh, I will put you on the list. Awesome, Trent. Cool. Thank you for following. So, Bob, what is your question? Bob's from YouTube. I'm on TikTok and YouTube. You too, Trent. Happy Friday. So, everyone, I know for YouTube you can't see this, but I have a timer on my TikTok for 3 hours and 15 minutes. I am okay. Okay, we can try that. I've been doing like these long lives for like 7 hours and 6 hours and 8 hours. And I need to just start conserving my energy. So I only have it on for 3 hours right now, 3 hours and 15 minutes. And if you you can be put on the list, but there's also a $10 VIP if you want to be jumped up to the front of the line. Hello, Dance Moms. How are you doing?
What I want to manifest is already mine. I already have what I want.
All right, Bob. Things were going pretty slow in the past. Presently, you seem to have a little bit of grinding of gears. In the future, you seem to be thinking really fast and acting on your thoughts before you consider the consequences. I wouldn't say a bad thing. I would really pay attention to how you voice things, because you don't want to be putting your foot in your mouth later. So while you're in this little pause situation, you've got the wheel reversed for the present. While you're in this little pause area, hi, Eliza. I saw that you're going to West Virginia for a family reunion right now. That's cool. Hi, Royal Highness. I am doing very well. Today I just started. We're gonna see how this goes. So for the past, you got the 8 of Wands in reverse, which usually means things are going really fast, but because it's reversed, I thought that things are going slowly. Another thought to think about, Bob. Were things going really fast on the inside, which has caused the wheel to come up reversed? On the inside, since this is a reversed card, I wonder if you were moving too fast and the gears have just stopped. Like, are you feeling burnout right now? There could be a little bit of burnout going on here. if there is burnout, when you get out of burnout, you're probably going to have these Knight of Swords grieving. Okay, grieving. So not burnout.
With the energy of my manifestations.
What are you grieving over?
My manifestations are
If you don't mind me asking.
born to me.
Hello, Nina.
I release
Oh, she's
my
still here or not?
desires, knowing they will come to me.
Lost one. Is there something with the lost loved one of like secrets? The thing that I was getting with this Knight of Swords is you probably speaking up your mind, speaking about your experience with them. Maybe there's some trauma with this person, and everyone thinks this person's like an angel, but you want to tell people the truth. Is there anything like that? Touching on this?
The universe provides
Hello, Scott.
me with the best opportunities.
Neha, you are added to the
I am
list.
a magnet for abundance.
Priya, hello, Priya. She was an angel.
I am truly abundant.
Okay, so really pay attention to your thoughts then, because there's a lot. I don't know that I can put my finger on this then. You're really going to want to pay attention to the power that you put behind your words. That's how I would say this. With your grieving, whatever's going to happen in the future, you're gonna have a lot of power behind your words, and you're going to want to really pay attention to how much power you put behind those words. That's how I would read those cards. So I hope that was helpful. Give me a follow if you feel like it was, and in another month after you've processed some of these feelings, we can pull some new cards regarding this question that you have for yourself, and we can see where the energies have landed.
My life is amazing.
So Vignesh, you are on the list. Vignesh, you are next. What is Vignesh's question? Vignesh, and then Neha, and then Priya.
The universe is working in my favor.
So Vignesh, we are going to change this. Instead of a when, it's how. How can Vignesh land her American dream job, or his? I think it's his. Are you a he or a she? What are your pronouns, Vignesh? I feel like I've done a reading for you.
I trust the universe.
Hello, Barry the Bee Hog. Him. Okay. So how can Vignesh land his American dream job? How can Vignesh land his American dream job?
I am aligned with my highest self.
Momentum. Hello. How can Vignesh land his American dream job?
I am aligned with the energy of the universe.
Game changer. Meryl.
I am grateful for my manifestations.
We've got Vignesh, Neha, and Priya. All you guys are on the list. The list is fairly open right now. I have a tendency to have my list get open really fast. Or get filled really fast.
I am grateful for my life.
Do you know what you want to do, Vignesh, in the American job market?
I am grateful for my prosperity.
Do you know what you want to do?
I am grateful for my amazing opportunities.
Okay. It feels a little bit like you're not putting enough emotion behind your work. It feels like your job search. It feels like you're just doing the job search, almost like going through the motions. I know that there's probably passion behind it. But you have the Ace of Cups in reverse. So it makes me feel like there's a
I
lack.
am a beacon for
It's just a mug.
others.
I have water in here. That's all. But it feels like your emotions are not totally with it, unless it's inside on the inside and you do know what it is. Regardless, the card on the bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Swords, and it's reversed. So it feels like there's a lack of a plan being put into action. There also feels like you have a plan, but you're not telling people about it. Something of that nature. With these both being reversed, it just kind of feels like you're blocking the energies to be able to attract your American dream job. So whenever I get this card, I look and see like, what are you leaving behind, or like what couldn't you grab? What do you what's holding you back, or what did you not able to completely grab? Miss Swan, I will put you on the list.
All my dreams.
Are we on any kind of a is this resonating at all, Vignesh? How are we doing? Is this how are we feeling? Is this resonating at all? Resonate? Yeah. Resonating. Resonating. Neha, you will be next. I don't have anybody on TikTok at the moment. Okay. All right. Yeah, really take a look at your emotions behind the job search. If you know what you're doing, it just kind of feels like you're not having your cup filled enough in order to do it. It almost feels like you're approaching it with your cup empty. And I don't know how to, that's just the best I can kind of explain it right now. But then it just feels like a plan is not going through. It feels like you've tried a whole bunch of stuff, but there's got to be something new that you can try putting a plan into action. There's just something that seems like you might need to. So one of the words, the key words that come up with this card though is also sneaky. So you might want to be a little bit more sneaky with who you talk to, or maybe you need to go. I don't want to say it this way, but like behind closed doors, it's more like talk to the specific people that do the hiring instead of just throwing your resume and just hoping for the best. I wonder if you can reach out and have more of a strategy in reaching out to find your job. That might be something that you might want to look into. I hope that was helpful, Vignesh. I know it felt a little bit cryptic to me, but if you want to give me a follow, we can revisit this in another month and we can see how your job search is going. All right. Neha, you said that you general for Neha. Hello, realtor Allison Kelly. How are you doing? You're welcome, Vignesh. It seemed a bit cryptic to me too, so there's just some things that you should probably consider. It is Friday, so probably not a lot of people are going to be in the office. Miss Swan, I have you on the list. You are on the list. Priya is before you. Hello, hearts. How are you doing?
I am aligned. I am aligned with the energy of abundance.
What is up? How did this happen? Neha, you got the same cards. The exact same cards in the exact same position. So with your general stuff, it seems like your cup is not filled right now. Whatever you need to do emotionally, fill up your cup. You need to somehow fill it up. And you also, whatever it is going on right now that you are feeling like you needed a general reading for, you need to make more of a plan. You need to put more of a plan into action. You're not planning something. You're not allowing yourself to plan what you want to get out of whatever you needed to ask this question, this general question for. If these are both energies on the inside and you know what you're going after and you have your cup filled, you're not talking about it. You're not putting it into action. You're keeping it on the inside, probably just dreaming about it, but you need to start putting things into action if you want to start seeing some results in out there in the real world. Neha, I hope that was helpful. Please give me a follow. I think you are. And we can look at this more in the future in like a month and see where the energies have landed. Priya. All right, cool. Priya. Let's see, add me. Priya, what is your question for the tarot? And Angelie. Hello, how are you doing? Priya, I don't think you said anything, Priya. Priya and then Miss Swan. And then does anybody from TikTok want a free reading? It's a free reading.
My abundance is limitless.
Priya, are you still here? And Miss Swan, are you still here? All right, okay, Priya, if you're not going to respond, Priya, I'm going to move over to Miss Swan. Guidance regarding work done from people in our children orphanage home. So, Miss Swan, what exactly are you looking for? Because I'm going to be able to tap into your energy. I will probably not be able to tap into all the people in your orphanage, all your workers from your orphanage. That's a lot of energy, and I don't tap into other people's energy. So what exactly are you looking for from the tarot?
The universe works for my best.
And Priya, I still haven't heard from Priya. So where are you at, Priya? For those of you who want a free tarot reading, I have 2 people in line right now, but the list is fairly open if you want a free one.
I trust that my manifestations will.
All right, cool. That's perfect, Miss Swan. You were paying attention yesterday. I think you were here yesterday. So what steps should Miss Swan take to make her faculty get work done? And get work done. Respectfully. Let's do that, respectfully. What steps can Miss Swan take to get her workers to get work done respectfully? Get work done properly? I don't know why. I don't know where respectfully came from. Properly, though. I have an idea, Miss Swan, but we're going to see what the cards say first, because I can also give you a little... I have someone else you can probably talk to, or not talk to, but I know someone else is kind of... I've resonated with his message as well, so hold on for just a second.
I am grateful for my amazing opportunities.
Okay, so it's a little bit of a spin on this, but this is kind of what I was going for in the beginning. So, how do you feel that you are being a leader to them? Are you being a vindictive leader? Are you being a disciplinary leader? How are you leading your coworkers into getting work done? How are you doing that?
I am a beacon for abundance. Abundance flows to me effortlessly.
Interesting. So this is what I want you to try. You got 2 cards that are reversed. You got the 2 of Cups in reverse. So there seems to be nobody else that's coming in to help you. There's no new things that you can, there's no new people that can kind of give you ways out. There's no new person. There's no, unless you kind of, we're going to get to that. The card on the bottom of the deck you have is the Six of Swords in reverse. And the Six of Swords is, I like to think of as the refugee card. You're, a person is going from a place of hurt to a place of healing. And in that place of healing, that yes, these swords will still be there, but they will be more scars versus actually affecting how the person feels. So what I want you to consider, Miss Swan, about your coworkers. You're their leader, right? You're their leader, or are you just a coworker? How does that work? Are you a leader or a coworker?
I feel peaceful knowing my manifestations are coming to me.
Okay. So
my desires.
I want you to take a look at the entrepreneurial personality. His name is Gary V.
I am ready.
Garyvee. It's actually it's Vaynerchuk or something, but look up Gary V on Instagram. You'll find him. One of the messages that he's actually saying right now is, when you own a business, technically they don't work for you. Okay. You know him. Okay, cool. Like you know him, or you know of him. That's a lot of different energy.
I am in receiving mode.
You follow him. Okay, cool. So one of the things that I would consider doing with your leadership and changing it is probably adapting to what he's saying instead, and asking your followers, asking your workers, asking your orphanage employees, what do they want to get out of the job? Where do they want to go? And finding out what their strengths are, instead of just saying, everyone do this, everyone do Excel, everyone do cleaning up the floors. Like, instead of just doing like a blanket, like responsibilities for everyone, try to find what everyone's strengths are and approach them from a human perspective. I think that probably what you need to do is turn this over. So nobody's coming to help you, but if you can turn this over and you can be this person and your coworker or your employee be this person, you can kind of meet together halfway and kind of create your own internal mission, essentially. Damani, I will put you on, if that makes sense. You can create your own internal mission for each other, instead of having the overarching what the company says in order to do. Because then I think that will also help you. You could also use this as a flip this over, and you can help them go from a place of hurt to a place of healing and help them grow as a human, not just as a company employee. Does that make sense, Miss Swan? Let me know if that makes sense, Miss Swan.
I am aligned.
I will look into that in a minute, Damini. Okay, cool. Try some of those. Yeah, I would try some of those things. Approach a little bit more humanly, I guess, to your coworkers, and see if that would help. And then if you want to give me a follow, we can revisit this in another month and see how you're doing and if anything's changed with your employees. I guess Priya never came back. I guess we lost Priya because she never came back. And then Damini. So you have a boy, Damini. Why are you concerned about a boy confessing his love to you if you have removed him from your social media? Why are you concerned about what this boy is going to do if you have not allowed him to give him space? I know you haven't blocked him, but why are you concerned about it? So why did you block him? Or not block him, but why did you remove him?
opportunities.
That seems counterintuitive if you love him. Why
I
did you
am a
block him?
magnet for
Or not?
abundance.
I keep saying block because everyone blocks, but why did you remove him if you love him?
I am truly abundant.
So I think the question is going to be instead, what can I do about this man's energy? That should be probably more of the question that you should probably be asking instead of, will this person profess his love to me? Because if his
Is limitless. Abundance
Is that a good
naturally
comment or a
drawn to me.
bad comment, Damini? Okay, I'm guessing it was a good comment because you're laughing.
With ease.
But can we focus on how a good one? Okay, cool. Just wanted to check. Just wanted to make sure. But what can Damini do with this information, with this energy from this person? Manny Cotton. Let's do that. How can Damini deal with this Manny Cotton's energy? Ooh, energy. Tarot did not like that question. How can Damini handle? What should Damini consider with Manicotton's energy? There we go.
I trust the universe.
Do you want to release his energy then? Maybe we want to release his energy. Hi, Amanda. How are you doing? Do you want to release his energy? Do you want to block your energy? Protect your energy? Like, there might be a couple of different things we want to do here. What do you want? Like, if you love him and you're not talking to him, like, what are you looking for, Damini? Other than him asking if he's going to confess his love to you, what do you want from him? Or what do you want to do with that energy? I'm doing okay. It's Friday. Doing some tarot readings. Fridays always seem to be a little off for tarot readings, I think. For me, I've seen that, like, not very many people get on Fridays, at least in the mornings. Maybe they'll get on later at night, but
I am grateful for my abundance.
Damini, if you feel like you're meant to be, you're feeling this guy's energy. This guy's energy is a lot of regret. He's very heavy on you, and you've not blocked him, but you have deleted him from all of your social medias. Why do you think you're meant to be? You're welcome, Amanda. I hope that they helped. I really do. I hope that my comments were able to. I don't remember your reading. There's a lot of readings that I did, and I just can't hold on to all of them. But I do hope that it helped. So, Damini, do you want to just figure out what to do with this? What to do with his energy? Where do you like? You're going kind of all over the place, Damini, and we need to try to. We don't want to confuse the tarot, and I'm not going to be able to get into his energy. I think the best is probably to do, like, if you want to deal, like, how can Damini best deal with his energy? That's probably the one that you want to look at.
Everything I want goes to me.
How can Damini best deal with how can Damini best deal with what's his name? I want to make sure it's his name. Can I even go down? Here we go. Manicotton. You're welcome, Damini. How can Damini best deal with Manicotton's energy? How can Damini best deal with Manicotton's energy? How can Damini feel with Manicotton's energy? best deal with the Manacalon's energy.
All my dreams come true. I feel peaceful.
I'm guessing Priya left because I never got Priya. Priya just kind of skipped out.
I always manifest my desires.
Priya, or not Priya, sorry. Damini. You're probably going to need to keep your resources close to yourself. You're probably doing the right thing with deleting him from your social media. If he does happen to come back to you, you need to remind yourself that his problems are not your problems, and you need to not take on his energy. That's what the Four of Pentacles is saying. The Four of Pentacles with your question is you need to not allow his energy to interfere with your energy. However, regardless, the card on the bottom of the deck, you did get like Four of Pentacles, or I'm sorry, Four of Swords. It's reversed. Mental unrest. Part of me feels like you need to. It's either mental rest on the inside, or it makes me feel like you just need to start thinking about other people. If you have deleted him from your social medias, regardless of what he decides to do with professing his love or whatever, I think you need to just not expect that. And if he does, you need to still protect your energy. Even if you think that you're meant to be, because you're probably letting a lot of his energy affect your decisions, which is probably why you're allowing this mental unrest. I'm very intrigued though, because you've got two fours here, and fours are stability in the tarot usually. So there seems to be, like, you seem to be doing everything right. I just, going forward, would protect your energy and not concern yourself about what his actions are going to be, but you are going to need to be reactive when he does them. And when you are reactive, you need to make sure that you are stable enough to react to them. So my thoughts are, when he does do something to reach out to you or say something to you, you need to not be reactive emotionally. You need to be reactive. You need to be reactive from a space of logic. So if he says something that kind of triggers you, you need to take a step back and think about what is he triggering, and then go forward and talk to him that way. Priya, you can be next. I had to skip you because you left, but you're next. So let's see, you're right, resonates very well. I should just forget about his energy. I will call back my energy. Yeah, that's what I would say, Damini. I think that it's weird that you mentioned that you think that you're supposed to be with him and his energy is bothering you. I think that might be something else. I feel like that might be another person telling you that, or another intention or something. If his energy is bothering you so much that you have released him from your social media, then there's another problem. So that's something else entirely than just asking if you are meant to be with him. If that resonated, Damini, it seems like it did. Feel free to give me a follow, and we can revisit this in another month, and we can see what comes up. Priya, what is your question? Yeah, you probably fell in love with the potential of him. That makes sense. But again, if his energy is bothering you and you've released him, you've not blocked him, if you've deleted him from your social media and his energy bothers you, I don't know that, unless you figure out what that is or why it's being triggered, I don't know that you should be concerned about what he will do or what he will say. So Priya, let's do one of those. Do you want to say, how can I attract a new romantic love, or how can I attract a new career? Which one would you like to do, Priya?
My abundance is limitless.
You're welcome, Damini. I'm glad I could help.
Abundance
I mean,
is naturally flowing to me. I attract abundance with ease.
Priya, are you still here? I need to know which one you want to do. Do you want to know? Hello, Morgan. What's going on? Nobody's on my live today. This is so weird. I'm getting more from YouTube again, but it's so weird to be on YouTube or on TikTok and nobody's commenting. Like no one's doing anything. It's so weird. But on and off. So again, Priya, which one do you want to do? If you're already in love, you said what's coming up in your love life, but do you want to attract? Do you want to make your relationship better? And with your career, you're just starting, but like, what do you want? We need to get what's an actionable step that you can take toward your love life and toward your career. That's how we're going to ask the tarot. We're not going to just say, universe, tell me what's going to happen. We want to see what actionable step you can take to get what you want out of your life, out of your love life, out of your career.
I trust that my manifestation.
Thank you, Morgan.
Will come true.
Yeah, I mean, I think I had 2 people on my TikTok about an hour ago, and I've only done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is my 7th reading in the past hour. So I don't know where. Let's see. We got Arushi. Hello, Arushi. You can be added. All right, I'll put Arushi on here, and then we'll do Morgan as well. Just keep liking and sharing the live, Morgan. I have faith that you can do that for me. So Priya.
I am grateful for my
Again, Priya, what should you do to improve attraction toward your career or attraction toward love life? We need to get a little bit more specific. Arishi, you are on the list. Morgan, you are also on the list. I'm this early. I don't think you're going to get bumped. Also, by the way, did you get the big C? You said you were going to be tested. Did you get the big C?
I am grateful.
Okay. So, how can you improve your relationship with Arjun? How does that sound, Priya? How can Priya improve her relationship with Arjun? Oh, okay. I remembered that, though. I remembered. Okay, let's do that. How can Priya improve her relationship with Arjun? Do you still feel horrible? Do you still feel bad, Morgan? How can Priya improve her relationship with Arjun? How can Priya improve her relationship with Arjun?
Abundance flows to me effortlessly.
Okay, Priya, if you're no contact him, why are we talking about him? If you're no contact with Arjun, do you want to contact Arjun? You're welcome. Do you want to contact Arjun, Priya?
I am abundant.
Okay, so the question that we should be asking, instead of improving your relationship, it should be taking a step back and saying, what is the best way for Priya what should Priya consider when contacting Arjun next? What is Priya's next step with Arjun? Maybe that's the thing that we need to do, is see what is Priya's next step with Arjun.
Huge abundance.
What is Priya? Hello, Nina. A lot of returners today. You are on the list if you want to, Nina. Helen, thank you very much for all the flowers. T. Denise, I will put you on as well.
Come true. I feel peaceful knowing my
I do what I can.
manifestations are coming.
I do what I can. All right, so Priya, when you're going to contact Arjun Nets, you really need to consider.
I always manifest my desires.
Oh gosh. Almost had a
I
jumper.
am ready
Almost
to
had some
receive
issues.
what I want.
Happy to see you too, Nina. Thank you for being here. I don't think you're ready to contact Arjun yet, Priya. I don't think you should. I think that you need to have some space from him as well, especially since you are no contact. I know that you want to, but you've got the 9 of Cups in reverse, and there seems to be no happiness. Hello, Faria. I can put you on the list if you want to. But there seems to be like no happiness. There's no wish. There's no wish card here. This is the wish card. There's no emotion going on. There's no happy connection, no hangout going on. And then on the bottom of the deck, you have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So your gears are not grinding with him. I know you might be feeling like you want to be with him or you love him, but at least at this point, you are not ready to contact him. I think that the tarot is telling you not to do that, and you need to focus on yourself, not on a love life with Arjun. I hope that was at least a little bit more clarity for you between you and Arjun. Please give me a follow if you would like to, and we can revisit this in another month and see how the energies have landed. Maybe when you focus more on your career and not deal with Arjun and why you've blocked him and everything. Yeah. She is, yeah. I will save that for another time. Arushi, what is going on, Arushi? What is your question? We got Arushi, Morgan, Nina, T. Denise, and Faria. And then if you want to be bumped up to the front of the line, it's $10. That's how you would be bumped up to the front of the line. You need to forget about him, Priya. He's done. You forget about him. If you're not contacting him anymore, if you guys are no contact, you need to just focus on you and your career. You and Arjun are at least done for now. Put that on pause. Forget him, at least for now. All right, Arushi, can you do a general reading? I can do a general reading, sure. Let's do a general reading. Let's see. Career-oriented generality. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that did not. Tarot got a little mad there. No, Priya, if he contacts you, that's you just kind of not protecting your own energy. I think that you still need to not contact him. I don't think that you're ready. If he contacts you, I mean, you can always try it. I just don't think that, I think you're wishing for something that's not there. That's what I'm thinking. You can always go against my recommendations. It's that you have free will. But I just think that you need to not deal with Arjun right now.
I deserve my good.
Arushi, it feels like you're thinking too hard, not putting some thoughts into action. Do you have an idea of what you want to do, Arushi? Like passionately, what's your creative idea, creative passion, creative energy that you want to do, but you seem to not be putting those ideas into action. That's probably with your career. That's what I would recommend. If you haven't figured out what this is, you probably need to do a little bit of meditation on it. Nothing bad. It's just, it feels like with your career, since we're doing a general reading on your career, there's just some thoughts that you're keeping to yourself, or there's some like maybes, or they're like, I should maybe do this or something. You want to be a doctor. Are you in doctor school? Have you looked into how long it takes to be a doctor? Have you looked into what school you want to go to? Have you applied?
My abundance is limitless.
Like, there's a lot of different ways that you can go about with this.
Abundance is naturally drawn to me.
Nina, you are coming up. I'm waiting on some confirmation from Arushi. Okay. I would try flipping this over, this Page of Swords. Probably it's a confidence thing. You probably need to add, as you're prepping for these exams, add more confidence to your thought process. I can do this. I can pass this test. I am a doctor, like that kind of a thing. That's how I would prepare, and that's what I would do for your career. I would add a little bit more of pizzazz, a little bit more thought process, a little bit more communication, that kind of a thing. That's what I would do for your career. Arushi, if you found this interesting, if you found this helpful, please give me a follow, and we can revisit this in another month and see how you're doing on your prep stuff and whatnot. We can go from there. All right, Morgan, your turn, and then Nina, and then T. Denise, and then Faria. And then if anybody wants to jump to the front of the line, it's $10. There's a link down in the description. All that kind of stuff. How can I not be scared of me? Okay, let's do that. Let's see. Morgan is asking, how can she not be scared of her mediumship ability? You don't like it? Why? Well, that's a whole different question. I mean, I wonder why you don't like it. I mean, that's fair. That's kind of where I think this is coming from. I have a little gray area right here. And I feel like it's just from doing all these tarot readings and learning all this stuff about all of my own stuff. It's just this one part. That's it. It's just the one part. I mean, I've heard it's a little bit of a birthmark or something because I've seen other people have it, but I just recently got it. I have little hairs everywhere else, but it's just this one part. And I'm like, what's going on? MMC, I will add you to the list. Yes.
Abundance is coming to me now.
Morgan, I think you need to be invite in mental unclarity. Invite in accept the invitation of mental unrest. That's what I would like you to consider with your mediumship ability. I think you're coming from a more stable standpoint, trying to figure out, you're coming from more of the material world. How does it fit into business? How does it fit into the earth? How does it fit into capitalism? And you probably need to understand that mediumship abilities, while they can cross over, like if you look in a circle and then a circle, and then you can kind of see, there are things that do cross over in the middle. You need to more focus on it coming from the opposite end of capitalism and not from a capitalism standpoint. And what I mean by that is you've got the Fool reversed. This is about having a little bit of a plan. He is scared. The Fool reversed is scared, not willing to go on a new adventure. But what I would say with that is because you're not so open to everything right now, you need to allow you probably plan it a little bit more. I would talk to your mediumship ability and say, what do you want me to learn? What are you trying to tell me? That kind of a thing. And then you can kind of work with your mediumship ability, not on your mediumship ability. And you can create sort of a plan about where you want to go with that. The reason why I said mental unrest earlier is because you've got the Four of Swords in reverse.
I am open to receiving.
I don't know that you turned it off. I think you're still scared of it. I just don't think you're communicating with it. Again, with the Four of Swords in reverse, it just kind of feels like there's a little bit of mental unrest. We asked, how can you not be scared of your mediumship ability? So instead of like not what you will do next, it's just how can you do that? And that is just more inviting in a little bit more communication and having a little bit more of a plan and allowing your mediumship ability to give you opportunities to not feel mentally stable. And I know that sounds really weird, but or at least idea stable, but I think that's all those ideas are coming from capitalism. You need to allow yourself to be the weird. You need to allow yourself to be the weird kid. That's what we do. We are all trying to be the weird kid. Marissa, I will put you on the list. And that's what I think you should probably do about how to contact your or get more in tune with your mediumship abilities. So that was Morgan. Just to let everyone know, we've got Nina. I'm guessing you're following me, Morgan, and you know how to contact me for future questions and stuff. It is tiring, but that's where you need to contact and talk to it and say, how much can we do today? I know that there's a couple of mediums that I've talked to that said, okay, spirits, this is me time. I need to not talk to you right now. I am now watching this movie. Leave me alone. Like, you need to talk to your mediumship ability and say, okay, I appreciate what we've done today, but this is me time. You need to turn it off. Like, find imagine a switch, a medium light switch, and just be like, okay, we're turned on. Let's go do something. And then you can turn it off and say, nope, this is me. I am coloring. This is me. I'm going to dinner with my family. All this. You need to shut yourself off from your mediumship abilities. That's what you need to do. Yeah. Nina, you are next. But that's what I would suggest with you, Morgan. You need to just allow yourself to have the mediumship ability, but tell your mediumship ability that when you are available and when you are not. Give yourself company hours. What is your question, Nina? And then we have T. Denise, I think. And then Faria. I think Faria's gone. I think she was on TikTok. MMC, and then Marissa. Cool, Morgan. Thank you. Thank you for your question. How will I do my upcoming exam? Okay, let's just say, how can Nina prepare for her upcoming exam? Let's do that. Will you get a good score will depend on how you study, I think. How can Nina study for her upcoming exam? Debt, I will put you on as well. If anybody wants to jump to the front of the line, it's $10. There's a link in the profile or down in the description, and you can put yourself on for $10, and then I have an email, and when I see that email, I will know to do your reading next. Also comment. It's helpful to have you comment as well. T. Denise, are you still here? T. Denise, are you still here? Just want to see if T. Denise is still here. You're in the hot seat. Oop, we had a. Ooh. Okay. T. Denise, are you still here? T. Denise. Okay. Nina, how many times have you taken this test? Nina, is this your first one?
Abundance is naturally drawn to me.
Det, is this your first tarot reading online? Will this be your first tarot reading online?
Abundance with ease.
Okay, because I think that's what's getting in your head, Nina. You've got the Nine of Swords in reverse, and you've also got the Three of Swords. So you have a lot of thoughts going on in your head. You're very heartbroken that you haven't been able to pass this test thus far. Cool, Denise. Cool. Thank you very much for confirming. I think that you need to, because this is in reverse, the way that you'll do well and pass on this upcoming test is what I would do is this is how I would do it. You have taken this test 3 times. Depending upon how well you've done each time, take that as a stepping stone to get to where you are now. So instead of starting from scratch, there are probably questions on this test you already know the answers to based on prior tests, based on what you've studied for. So now take that knowledge that what you got right. I don't know if they're going to give you your score or what you got before or whatever, but if you know certain things already, don't study the things that you already know. Don't do that. You don't need to study everything. You just need to study the things that you don't know. So I would stop focusing on what you got wrong. Stop focusing on the anxieties of, am I going to get this wrong? This is your 3rd time taking the test. You're probably the smartest person in that room. You've done this 3 times. You're probably going to be able to pass it this time, but you need to also not be so heartbroken over it. I know that you're going through a little bit of heartbreak. You probably also, what probably needs to happen here too is, instead of the heartbreak, I would focus more on the passion behind the question. So I know that when you're taking a test, it's very academic. It's very is this right or is this wrong? However, because this is a heart card, I would almost twist the card. I know that you might get the question wrong. You might get it wrong, but you might also get it right. Read the question and then answer it from a heart space. Don't answer it from a head space. Answer it from a heart space. What would you do in a situation, whatever the question is that they are presenting to you? There is probably a right answer, but is there a heart-centered way to get there? Does that make sense, Nina? I don't know if that makes sense. Let me know if this is making sense to you, Nina. Is this processing? And then I've got, after T Denise, I got Faria, but I think Faria was on my TikTok, and no one's on TikTok right now, so I think I might be skipping Faria unless she's here. I want to see if this is resonating with Nina a little bit, and then we're going to move over to T Denise. MMC, you will be after Faria if she's here, and then Marissa, and then Det. Cool. All right. Nina, yes, sir. Working hard. So many thoughts are coming. Yeah, you need to clear your mind. Don't think about the past tests. Yeah, you're overthinking, Nina. I think that you just need to accept that you are probably going to be the smartest person taking this test, but really focus on the parts that you don't know. Don't worry about the parts that you already know. You don't need to overwhelm yourself with the parts that you already know. Put that away, compartmentalize that, and focus on the stuff that you don't know so that you can learn that better. Nina, I hope that was helpful to you. Give me a follow if you want to, and we can revisit this another month or maybe after your test and see how well you did, and see what your next steps would probably be on your journey to becoming a doctor, I believe.
I feel peaceful.
Right, doctor? Is that what you said?
My manifestations are
Doctor?
coming to me.
Is that what you said? Nina, outcome score.
I always manifest my desires.
I think you said doctor, right? Did you say doctor, Nina? Or was that somebody else? Am I getting you mixed up with somebody else?
Ready to receive what I want.
T Denise, what is your question? Faria, are you still here? Faria? Fariha, are you still here? And then MMC, you're going to be in the hot seat, I believe. You did not say, I am a doctor. I did. Oh, all right. Well, there you go. Ronnie, I will put you on the list. You are on the list.
I am receiving.
T Denise, what was your question?
What I want to manifest.
For those of you, I'm doing free readings, but if anybody wants to jump to the front of the line, it's $10.
I already have.
I mean, I'll take it, Nina. It's just spirit. I'll take it.
I feel confident.
Cool. All right, Nina, go do it. Go get him. Go get him.
I believe in
T. Denise, are you still here? T. Denise? I'm not getting you, T. Denise. If you, Faria, are you still here? Faria?
I manifest my goals with goals.
I'm guessing MMC is still here. I'm doing a head count because okay, MMC, cool, T. Denise, okay. Is it all over with me and Marcel? Do you see us being in a long-term relationship? Right now, no communication at this point. Okay, so T. Denise. I think we need to be asking the tarot what your next step is with you and Marcel, not if you and Marcel are going to be together. If you're not communicating right now, then you're like, there's not any chance of a long-term relationship unless you want to have that. If you want to, we can always try to see what it comes next between you and Marcel. I'm sorry. There's a delay. I'm sorry, everyone. I didn't know that the delay seems to be a bit further along today than it was the other day. But I'm wondering, T. Denise, like, are you wanting to reach out to Marcel?
I am aligned with the energy of my manifestation.
I wonder if there's a way how I can accommodate for the delay in YouTube. That would be so really good to have a delay, have figured out what the delay is with YouTube.
I release my desires, knowing they will come to me.
So this delay must be really long, Denise. I'm going to ask, is it okay for me to ask the tarot what your next step is with Marcel?
I am worthy of my happiness.
What's your next step? What's going on, YouTube? Come on, YouTube. Are you blocking everyone from seeing me? What's happening? Like, the chat just stopped.
Best opportunities.
Okay, MMC, are you still here? Oh, here we go. Okay, sorry. Denise, I'm not going to reach out to Marcel's energy. I don't have access to his energy. I have access to your energy. So do you want to reach out to Marcel? What is your next step? We want to find out what your next step is with Denise. We're not reaching out to Marcel, or I'm not connecting with Marcel's energy. That's not going to happen here. That's a hard stop.
My abundance is limitless.
So if you want to find out what Marcel is going to do, I am not the correct tarot reader for you. I want to give you an actionable step. Okay, so while I'm waiting, okay. So while I'm waiting to get a clarification on Denise, I'm actually going to be doing MMC's reading. He wants to do a general for his career. So MMC, I'm going to do yours first while I'm getting some clarification on what Denise wants to ask, just to keep the line moving. Because there's other people in line and I got to keep this list going. So seems to be a little bit of a YouTube delay. It's not helpful to keep the list going.
The universe works for my best interest.
All right, MMC. Yes, you can ask the tarot, what is my next step? Okay, cool. So that's going to be that's what I'm going to ask Denise. What is your next step with Marcel? Right now because I was waiting on a question, I just want to give MMC something because I already started shuffling for it. So MMC, your career for you right now, you seem pretty happy, but you do not know where you're going with it. You seem either you do seem very happy with it, but you're not. You're just not seeing where you're going with it. You got the Sun, which is usually about clarity. You know what you want to do. You know where you want to go. You know your stuff. The card on the bottom of the deck you got is the Three of Wands. So because it's reversed, it makes me feel like it makes me feel like you're not seeing yourself embodying what you want to do. You don't trust yourself. You're not seeing you're not seeing things coming to pass. So what can you do in your career to make things happen? Garma, I will put you on here. Garima, what can you do to make things happen in your career to make yourself flip this over to actually start seeing things coming to pass and doing that kind of thing? So that's what you want to do. You want to, I know that you probably have these. It's not going to be an overnight thing. I think you're going to need to put some work in. It's not going to be an overnight thing. But that's what I think you need to do. So if you found that helpful, MMC, please give me a follow, and we can revisit this in another month. I'm going back to Denise, and we are going to see what she should do next with Marcel. What's her next step with Marcel? Faria seems to not be here. Marissa, you are probably next. Melissa, I'll put you on the list. Marissa, you are probably next because Faria's not responding. And then we got Det, and then Ronnie, and then Garima, and then Melissa.
Abundance flows effortlessly.
Denise, your next step is to not reach out to him. You probably shouldn't reach out to Marcel right now. You probably have some things that you need to focus on at the moment. You need to stay protected. You're not ready to go on a new journey with Marcel. You've got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You're not ready to walk through this door. You're not ready to go. Whatever this ace of when an ace comes up, usually it means a yes, but since it's reversed, it technically means a no. So I don't think that you are prepared to reach out to Marcel and what your next step is. I think you need to focus on yourself. The card at the bottom of the deck you got is the Wheel of Fortune, and it is also reversed. So there doesn't seem to be any wheels turning right now. I think that at least between you and Marcel, you probably have some wheels turning for yourself. Garima, you are on the list. You're coming up. So I hope that was helpful, Denise, and we can revisit this in another month and see if that helps. Suns, I'll put you on the list. Faria, I've called you out a few times. You seem to not be here. Marissa, you are next. We've got Marissa, Det, Ronnie, Garima, and Suns. If anybody wants to jump up to the front of the line, it is $10. There's a link in the description, and you can do it that way. Marissa, what was your question? What's the best step for me to take? Plugging this in the month ahead. Can we give you a little bit more? Oh, that's Melissa. Marissa, what is your question, Marissa? Oh, here we go, Marissa. Okay, great. I am being guided to go back to the person I left. I keep getting mixed messages. Cool. You're welcome, Denise. Let's see. What should Marissa do about the energies? What messages is Marissa receiving from her about going back to her ex? Do you know where these messages are coming from? Do you think it's coming from spirit or from your ex?
I feel confident.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. What do these messages? What do these messages mean for Marissa to go back to her ex? Let's do that. Let's see if that might open it up.
I only attract good to me.
Det, you are next. You're in the hot seat, and then Ronnie.
I manifest my goals with ease.
Are you seeing him? Are you seeing these things just because you're thinking about him, or are you really like, are you over him, or like, is this just you visiting, like seeing it in general?
Good is drawn to me.
This is gonna go either way for you, Marissa. Let's see. I'm not over him. I've been seeing it in general more and more. Okay, so Marissa,
I am a high vibration person.
what do you energetically and passionately and creatively want to do? What do you know that you creatively and passionately and energetically want to do right now regarding this situation?
Of abundance. I am aligned with the energy of my manifestations.
Regardless of the signs.
My manifestations are
Okay, so this is why I asked that question. First of all, I don't think, well, first of all, I think you probably should keep avoiding. If he's, so this is where I'm getting this. You got the death card reversed. And death usually means change. Something needs to die in order for something to grow. Because it's reversed, probably nothing needs to change. Nothing needs, you probably need to focus more on your own personal energies, your own personal creativity. You probably need to focus more on that right now. Don't focus on him. I know you're probably getting a lot of messages from spirit right now or something for whatever reason to go back to him, but I feel like you need to not make any changes right now. Don't make any changes regarding this, whatever you're doing. You need to follow yourself right now, and you need to also not have any plans. This is the king. This is the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands has no plans. He usually does things because he's passionate about them. He doesn't really have any desire to have any strings attached. This is usually someone who has a lot of spicy one-nighters, very teenager energy, but that, and it goes in first without thinking about the consequences. Not that I'm telling you to do that, but I don't think that you need to be going back. Let's not go back. I think you need to still continue blocking, and that's what I would suggest. That's what I think. I think this might be just a test of spirit to see if you're going to go back or not. That's what I think is happening here. I guess I'm still getting likes. I don't know if I'm getting likes there. But that's what I suggest with you, Marissa. I hope that was helpful to you. I hope that was gave you a little bit of clarity. Of course you're okay. Why are you getting anxious? Of course you're okay. You've left him. He's gone. He's not involved in your direct life right now. I think you're just thinking about him, and his energy that you have is making you like think too much or something.
The universe works for my best interest.
That I'm not sure, because I don't reach into his energy. I did not reach into his energy. I reached into yours. I had permission from you to ask a question. So I think that what your next steps are with this person and what this means is that you should probably just keep going. Because if the guy gives you anxiety, and his energy is, would you say his energy is difficult? He's being difficult or whatever. Why do you want your life to be difficult? I think the tarot is telling you to just not, like, you don't need to change anything right now. I think keeping it as simple as possible right now is probably the best for you. And that's just what I think the tarot is telling you. If you found this helpful, please give me a follow, and we can revisit this in another month and see if any messages have gotten stronger or whatnot, and we can go from there.
grateful.
Debt, it is your turn. And then we've got Ronnie, Garima, and Suns.
I am grateful for my prosperity. I am grateful for
Hi,
my
Nichelle.
amazing
Oh, she left.
opportunities.
Bo. You're welcome, Marissa. I hope that was helpful.
My manifestations.
What is your question, Debt?
All the way to me now. Abundance is coming to me now.
And then Ronnie, are you still here? You're in the hot seat after Debt here. Hello, Jordan.
Abundance flows to me effortlessly.
All right, let's see what the energies are going on around Debt right now. Let's do a general one for Debt.
Effortlessly. I am abundant.
How's everyone's Friday doing? What's everyone doing on Friday?
All my wishes are fulfilled.
Friday. Oh, it's my friend's birthday today. I need to respond. I need to wish him a happy birthday.
I attract huge abundance.
Ronnie, are you still here? I haven't heard back from you, Ronnie. Debt, you need to really pay attention to your intuition, and if you feel something is freezing up on you, I would really recommend thawing it out as much as possible. So you got the High Priestess. She is very in tune with her intuition, and wants you to get in tune into your intuition. She usually has a lot of secrets, and she needs you to prove yourself worthy of those secrets before she tells you those secrets. The reason why I said you need to thaw out some things is because you've got the Jack Frost card in reverse. It's also the Death card, but it's just a special card for this deck. Because it is in reverse, if you look at it upright, these people are all frozen because of Jack Frost. But because it's reversed, I'm going to recommend that whatever comes up to you, you're probably going to feel a little bit of a squeeze on yourself. You probably need to allow yourself to breathe through it, and you would probably just need to thaw yourself out regarding the opportunity, even if it seems like it's not something that you would technically go for. So that's what I would recommend going for your generalness. So really pay attention to your intuition and breathe through whatever makes you freeze up. Debt, I hope that was helpful to you. Give me a follow if that was helpful, or if you want to, and we can revisit this again in another month if you need to. Ronnie has not responded, so I'm going to guess that Garima is next. Ronnie or Garima?
I believe in my power to manifest.
Ronnie, Garima, Suns, one of you guys. Hello, Toby.
I only attract
Ronnie, Garima, Suns.
I manifest my goals.
You're welcome, Debt. How was that for your first reading? Thank you, Debt. Cool. Oh, I did miss Melissa. I don't know how I missed Melissa. I'll do you, Melissa, and then Suns. I don't know why. I don't know how I missed that. But Garima seems to be gone. Suns is here, so I will do Melissa and then Suns.
I am a vibrational match to my desire.
Oh, add you to the list, Melissa. Sorry. So Suns and then Melissa. All right. There you go. Suns and then Melissa. So Suns, when coming now, love, relationship, in life. So Suns, the question we're going to actually ask the tarot Suns is going to be, how can Suns attract a romantic relationship?
I am aligned.
Yes, I agree with that. Everyone hit the like button. Let's get this live going. All right, so Suns, what can Suns do to attract a romantic relationship? What should Suns consider when attracting a romantic relationship? What should Suns consider when attracting a romantic relationship? What should Suns consider when attracting a romantic relationship? So weird. Like, I get a lot more people on YouTube lately. It's like TikTok, like nobody likes TikTok right now. It's so weird. Like, I've done a couple of them from TikTok, but you guys are all, like, I'm getting a lot more attention on YouTube. I guess I find that very interesting. That is not what I expected. But I'll take it. I'm not complaining. I'm just interesting. Suns, I think that you need to take a little bit of time alone right now. Gather your information and your thoughts. And then there's probably a sense of tradition going on in your mind right now. So you did get 2 major arcana cards, Suns, so you probably need to there's some things you probably need to really pay attention to when inviting somebody else into your space. You got the Hermit, and that's why I said being alone. The Hermit is a very lonely person. We asked what you can do to attract a new person. I'm actually wondering if the Hermit, if you are trying to attract a new person, part of me wonders if you need to focus on more intimate gatherings. Something not concerts, not big or basketball games or anything like that, or conventions. Focus more on like game nights. Focus more on little things like that. I wonder if that might be helpful to you. The card at the bottom of the deck is the Hierophant, and he is usually a religious leader. I like to think of him more as tradition. And I'm wondering if maybe there is something that either you need to look for a teacher or you can teach to somebody else. If there's an exchange of energy that you can do that way when trying to find somebody to be in a romantic relationship with. But it's still very traditional. What is the traditional way that people would go about doing that? So it's, you can always ask somebody out. You can always, if you're just in the middle of a like grocery store, if you see someone, ask them for their number. Like, what do people traditionally do when asking somebody out? But don't do it in front of a lot of people. Don't do a flash mob. Don't do anything like that. Do it a little bit more intimately. And that's how I would recommend you attract a new relationship to you, Suns.
I trust.
Melissa, Suns, I hope that was helpful to you. Please give me a follow if you found it helpful or whatever. And if you want to give me I said give me a follow, but we can revisit that in another month and see how you're doing with that same question. Melissa, what is your question?
I am aligned with the energy of the universe. I am grateful for my manifestations.
Deepa, I have no idea what you just said. Melissa, can we focus something on that instead of what's the next best step for you to take? I mean, we can do it that way, but are you wanting to focus on career, your life, a hobby? Like, is there something else we can kind of narrow in on, or are you just looking to see what you think you should focus in general?
I am grateful for my
Deepa, I will put you on the list. Deepa, you are on the list.
my manifestation.
Deepa, I am going to tell you that I'm going to focus more on your energy when we do your reading instead of focusing on Harshal's energy. So the question would be more of what should I do to how can I reconcile with Harshal? Should I reconcile with Harshal? That kind of a thing. All right, so general, Melissa. That's kind of more of what I would ask instead of do I see a reunion? Is that helpful to you? Do you want to reconcile with Harshal? This is for Melissa. Okay, so let's see what Deepa can do. Like after this reading, right now we're doing Melissa, but after this we'll see what Deepa can do to reconcile with Harshal.
I am abundant.
Oh, almost. We almost had a jumper. Almost had a jumper.
All my wishes are fulfilled. I attract
Melissa.
abundance. I easily attract.
I would focus on filling up your cup emotionally, Melissa. Another way that this could be read, I think someone else got this earlier today too, actually. Another thing that this is kind of coming up for me with you is feel comfortable with the plan that you are creating emotionally. I don't know if that resonates with you. That's just kind of something that's coming to my mind. I got the Ace of Cups in reverse. The Ace of Cups usually means a no in reverse. The aces in reverse usually mean a no. That's how I should say that. However, like it could be internal, but the reason why I said be comfortable, you've got a plan that you're trying to make, and I think that you should really pay attention to being comfortable with that plan. That's ultimately what I kind of think is kind of what you should pay attention to over the next month. Is that resonating, Melissa?
I am ready.
Is that resonating at all?
My abundance.
I'm gonna redo this now. Cool.
I am in receiving mode.
This here. X.
What I want to manifest is already mine. I already have what I want.
Waiting on that on Melissa to know if that is helpful to her.
Confident.
Oops. Deepa, you'll be next after Melissa. I'm waiting on a confirmation from her to see if that's resonating. Here we go.
I only attract
You're
it
still
to me.
doing it or not? I would, yeah. Emotionally, what I would do is still plan on moving, but go forward with your plan. That's what I would do, Melissa. Really go forward with your plan. You just feel a little emotionally blocked. You're not feeling emotionally stable with that. If you need to, really focus on filling up your cup first and do it that way. I'm playing affirmations in the background. Yes, Deepa, I am. So Melissa, if that was helpful to you, or I hope that it was helpful to you, please give me a follow and we can revisit this in another month. And we can see where you're at with your moving situation.
I am a high vibrational person.
Deepa, your question would be, you asked what is your next step with Harshal, or how can Deepa reconcile with Harshal?
I am aligned with the energy of abundance.
How can Deepa reconcile with Harshal? Thank you, Melissa. What does GBU mean, Deepa? What does GBU mean?
Truly cruel to me.
Hello, Ben.
My desires, knowing
Hello,
they will come to
Mike
me.
Mitchell. Coachy Cakes.
My good.
Mahi, I'll put you on the list. Hello, everyone. What's going on,
I am
everyone?
worthy of my happiness. and
Mongoose.
fulfillment.
Oh, got it.
The universe provides
Um,
best opportunity.
Deepa, I don't think that you should really pay attention to Harshal right now. You got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. This pages are the production assistants of the tarot, and they are learning about their specific element. Because it's reversed, I don't think you should be focusing on somebody else's health, body, or money. It's probably more of a personal thing. You should be blocking that. And then the card at the bottom of the deck you got is the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands, she demands attention. So instead of giving attention to somebody else, I think you need to demand attention for yourself. Since you are in a no contact situation with Harshal, I don't think that you should be asking for attention from Harshal. You might get it from him in general, but I don't know that you're going to. I don't think that you should be asking it from him at this time. If that was helpful to you, please give me a follow. Or if you feel like that was helpful to you, I hope that was helpful. And then we can revisit this in another month and see if any energies have changed. Cool. I'm guessing Ronnie and Garima never came back, so I'm going to put Ronnie and Garima gone. We've got Mahi.
Everything always works out for me.
And then after Mahi, the list is open, and we're doing free tarot readings. Gifts are appreciated. Moving up to the front of the line is $10. Mahi, I am going to ask you a little bit more about what you're looking for, because my readings are more how can I do this? What should I consider when doing this? It's supposed to be more helpful versus just tell you about your profession and will you be successful. So the question to probably ask would be more of how can you be successful at your profession?
I trust.
That would be more of what we would want to look at. Is that helpful to you, or is that not helpful to you?
I am aligned with my higher self.
Hi, TikTok. Woo.
I am aligned
away.
with the energy of the universe.
User, yep. Hello, Irene. Hello. Okay, so got it. So I want a career in music, but I also stuck with thought of becoming.
For my manifestations.
What does HRM mean? Hello, Deb. I will put Deb on the list. Deb, you are next. What does HRM mean? Stuck of becoming human resources. Are you a human resources manager now? You're welcome, Deb. You are next. You are next on the list. I'm also on YouTube, just to let everyone know, but I'm doing free tarot readings. Gifts are appreciated, but if you want to move up to the front of the line, then it would be $10. Why are you considering to be a human resources manager if you want to go into music? Like that's ridiculous. Hello, Ohio. Would you like to be on the list? Anub Hav. I'll put you on the list. Ohio is on the list first, and then Anub Hav. Anub Hav. Okay, that's there. All right. So we've got Mahi, Deb, Ohio, and Anub Hav. And hello, Pinky. Which one do you want to do? Which one would make your life more fun? Like, which one would fulfill your life more, Mahi? I guess. Do you want to do that? Let's see. Let's see. What we can see what the energies are around your career. Do you want to? Pinky, would you like to be on the list of tarot readings?
I am abundant.
Okay. Let's do the energy. Let's just do energies around Mahi, and then we'll do Pinky. I'm Chris, Ohio. What's your name? Energies around Mahi's career. Energies around Mahi's career.
I easily attract all good things.
Good to meet you, Chester.
All my dreams come true. I feel peaceful knowing my manifestations are coming to me.
I am going to recommend Mahi. The universe is probably telling you to go a little bit more toward the music. The reason why I'm saying, but you're not feeling very dedicated to it right now, and you need to fix that. You need to, if you really want to be. Hello, Farhia. Thank you very much. I would love that, Ohio or Chester. Thank you. So you have the Lovers in reverse. The Lovers is actually about dedication. What are you dedicating yourself to? But it's in reverse. So I kind of feel like you need to dedicate to yourself what you want. Okay, Pinky. I'm just gonna move down the list, and I'll skip you if I have to. But the card at the bottom of the deck you have is the Knight of Wands. So I think that you probably just need to go for it. The Knight of Wands is someone who jumps into action, jumps into his creativity, does not think about the consequences. There is a lot of reindeer power behind his decisions. Very creative person. But you probably need to really dedicate yourself to that idea in order to make it work. If not, you're probably going to just kind of always want to be this creative person, and you're probably going to be stuck doing human resources. That's what I think that the tarot is telling you. If a pentacle would have come up, I probably would have recommended you stay in human resources. But because a pentacle did not come up, I'm going to be, and the wands more did, I'm going to recommend you go a little bit more artsy. Mahi, I hope that was helpful to you. Please give me a follow, and we can revisit this in another month. That I cannot. That depends on how much effort you put into it, Mahi. There is no guarantees in life. But it's just going to be how much effort you put into it. If you really want it, you'll keep going. Eman, I will put you on here. That's the best I can give for you, Mahi, though. Mahi, you're welcome. You're welcome, Mahi. Deb, we got you going. Deb, what's going on, Deb? I'm almost there. I've got almost 800 hearts. Deb, and then Chester, and then Anubhav, Pinky, and Aman. So what can you do? What is there something within your divorce that you can do that you are confused about that you can do actively? Instead of will your divorce be finalized, is there something that you need help with in what is something actionable that you can do toward your divorce? Is there a way that, like, I don't know how the divorces work, but is there a way that you can make the divorce move faster? Do you need some emotional clarity about what should I do with the divorce? How can I prepare for the divorce to be final? Like that kind of a thing. Instead of will your divorce be final, let's focus on what you can actionably do to make yourself feel a little bit more comfortable with the divorce being finalized. And then Chester's next. Chester, I've got 1K.
I am worthy.
Thank you very much for the hearts.
Of my happiness and fulfillment.
Yay, I got the hearts. If I get up to 10K, I'm willing to do a little game with the tarot and give away a reading and let you guys guess who's gonna guess a number. Whoever guesses it gets the next reading. But that's only if I get up to 10K.
I am a magnet for abundance.
Deb, how are we doing? Did I confuse you about the tarot? I want to give you an actionable step with your divorce. I don't really predict when it's going to be over. Still living in the house. That's still be the situation. Again, that's still a will. Can we change your, a little bit? Can we do more of, how can I help my husband move out of the house? How can I be more comfortable with living with my husband while he's still here? That kind of a thing. Does that help you at all?
I attract abundance with ease.
Okay, cool. Let's do that. Thank you, Ohio or Chester.
My life is
What's the best way for Deb to move forward with the divorce? What's the best way for Deb to move forward with the divorce? Chester, you're up next after Deb, and then Anubhav, you're going to be next after Chester.
The universe works for my best interest.
I am a Sagittarius sun and a Virgo rising.
I trust the universe.
So I'm going to say you need to prepare to be in a happier space, Deb. You've got the Judgment card, and that means that you probably have learned a lesson from this divorce, and you are probably preparing to be on a new cycle, a new learning cycle, a new life cycle. You also, at the card at the bottom of the deck, you have is the Nine of Pentacles, and this is someone who's very comfortable with their surroundings and what they've built around them. They feel very safe, and they are very comfortable. So I just feel like right now you're still in prep mode for this. I think you're envisioning this, but you still have some things to but to deal with this way. But focus on that energy so that when the divorce does get final, you can feel that much more validated that you earned this. Does that make sense, Deb? Is that helpful to you? I'm doing free tarot readings, Chester. If people want to jump up to the front of the line, I don't know what soap. Hi, soap. I'm just doing free tarot readings, Chester. And then if people want to jump to the front of the line, it's $10. I have, for those of you who are on TikTok, not YouTube, I have an hour and 44 minutes. I've been doing 8-hour lives recently, and my voice is pretty much dying. So I am trying to put on a time limit. So I have an hour and 44 minutes left for me to do tarot for today. Maybe I'll come back later tonight because Friday nights seem to be a little bit better. But for right now, I'm just wanting to do it in the morning. Deb, you said thank you. Give me a follow. And then if you want to, we can revisit this in a month and we can see how the energies have shifted and changed. Chester, you are next. Let's see. Hold on. Soap. I'm not sure what soap means. With SAG, let's go. It is your turn almost, Abriv. Anubhav, it's almost your turn. It's right now, it's Chester's turn. Joof, do you want to be on the list? User 981, are you Amanda or Omar? Joof, I will put you on the list.
I attract huge
Joof.
abundance.
Damn it. Come on. F. Okay. Chester, what is your question?
I easily attract all
I can add Umaima. Got it. You're on there. Omar. Okay. So, Omar, I will put you on the list as well. I wanted to make sure that you were one of the people you were requesting about that question. So, Chester, are you wanting to ask a question or no? What would you like to do?
I always
Yeah, Chester, I'm a tarot reader. My readings are not will something happen. This goes for everyone who's on the list and paying attention. This goes for my readings help you take actionable steps in whatever problem you are facing. It's not going to be, for Omar's example, is Amanda and Omar going to be together? I don't know. I'm going to say, what can Omar do to help him and Amanda be together? That kind of a thing. It's not gonna be, when is my divorce going to be final? It's going to be, what can I do to prepare for my divorce to be final? It's, how do I feel about my divorce being final? That kind of a thing. So that's what I do. So Chester, do you want to ask a question, or what do you want? What would you like to do? You are next on the list, and then we've got Anubhav, Pinky, Aman, Joof, Umania, Umaima, and Omar.
I already have what I want.
Evangelista, I will put you on the list. You are on the list. Okay, cool. Thank you, Chester, for your honesty. Let me know if you want to be put back onto the list. Anubhav, it is your turn officially. I don't know what this means. Oh, thank you. Got it. Anubhav, it is your turn. Oh, got it. Okay. Will Anubhav and Kushi reconcile? This is going to be more of, what can Anubhav do to reconcile with Kushi? That's how this is going to be worded. How can Anubhav reconcile with Kushi? Pinky, if you're here, you are next in the hot seat. If anybody wants to jump up to the front of the line, there is a $10 fee to do that, and you can use the link in the description or in my profile. Pinky is next. Aman, you'll be after Pinky. If Pinky's not here, they said that they will be popping in and out. But if Pinky is not here, Aman, it will be your turn. Feel free to like the lives as well. Get some people in here. Kind of stuff. Awesome. Thank you, Chester. Anubhav. I would be open to the idea of reconnecting with Kushi. However, it feels a little premature is the word that I'm kind of getting from this. You've got the Fool. The Fool is a card about being open and naive and open to new things and a new adventure. The card that's throwing me a little bit is you've got the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is usually about people coming at you and you needing to protect the teddy bear or the Raggedy Ann doll kind of a thing. So should you connect, I think you can. You just need to really be protective of your own energy or protective of toys. concerned about possibly what other. You might also want to be aware of other people telling you their opinions about you reconnecting with Kushi. And that's why you probably need to defend your own honor, defend why you're doing what you're doing. And that's what I would do. Thank you, Chester. That's that. So you can reconnect with them. What can you do? I just think that you're probably going to need to be prepared to defend your decision to do so. That's what I would recommend with that. Anubhav, I hope that was helpful. Pinky, are you here? Anubhav, if you want to give me a follow, we can always revisit this again in another month and see where we're standing with that. Pinky, going once. You're welcome, Anubhav. I hope that was helpful. I know it wasn't quite a how to reconnect. I just feel like it's something you probably need to take a little bit more time to consider first. I know, Aman, you probably did post your question, but I have there's a lot of comments and I just can't go back into I can't look through all the comments. So can you please write your question down again, Aman? I'm guessing Pinky part 2. Pinky going twice. You probably had to walk away. No worries, Aman. It makes sense. And that's cool. I'm not mad. I just can't search. Pinky seems to not be here anymore. I'll leave him open to see if I'm switching Aman and Pinky, but Aman, we are not going to focus on Greg's energy. We're going to focus on your energy. So instead of what does Greg feel about me, it's how can you find out what Greg feels about you, or something of that nature. Or maybe it's even how do you feel about Greg? One of those things. But it's not going to be how does Greg feel about you.
I am grateful for my manifestation.
Which one would you like to do, Aman? Jeff, you might be next.
I am grateful for my abundance.
Okay, Aman. Thank you for your honesty. If you do have another question later regarding your own energy, then I would be happy to answer that. Jeff, it is your turn then.
I am grateful for my amazing opportunities.
Jeff, this would be more of a question of how can I move to Liverpool soon for work? Not would you be, it's more of how can you. Is that something that you would like to ask? We've got Umayma, Omar, and then Evangelista.
I am a beacon for abundance.
So how can Jeff move to Liverpool for work?
Abundance flows to me effortlessly.
Evangelista gets it.
Everything
Evangelista gets it.
flows to me effortlessly.
Hi, Diana.
I am abundant.
Yep. I believe everyone has free will. I think that there is an existence of fate, but I think that we can also work with that fate and understand what fate is trying to tell us and still have control over our lives. That's just kind of what I believe.
I easily attract
Jeff. How can you move to Liverpool? There seems to be a...
my dreams.
How far do you live from Liverpool right now, Jeff?
I feel peaceful knowing my manifestations are coming to me.
Morocco. So you're a long way from Liverpool. Well, the first thing I'm going to tell you is don't drive. You got the Chariot. The Chariot, a lot of people say that it's you being in control. I like to think of it also as you being the driver, but it seems like you might want to be the driver on the inside. Oh, you just applied for a visa. Okay, got it.
I am open to receiving.
I think that that's what the tarot, like, keep doing what you're doing then, Jeff.
I am ready.
So the card on the bottom of the deck I have is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is about nostalgia. And okay, Pinky, you'll be next if you're still here there. The Six of Cups is about nostalgia and a happy memory. So what I would do is not put so much pressure on Liverpool, and I would be open in case the universe decides to give you something else. Oh, cool. So that's what I would do with that, Jeff. It just makes me feel like you probably don't think so hard about it. Don't make it such a serious thing to move to Liverpool. With the Chariot being reversed, though, I kind of feel like there's a sense of you taking control of it, you being the driver of it. I know that we've got, with this in reverse, it's blocked, delayed, healing, or internal energy. There is a sense that you might be blocking your way of getting there. So whatever blockages you are feeling toward moving to Liverpool, you might want to try flipping that over and just kind of giving yourself some positive affirmations in order to get there, to get that your brain to actually say, I am moving to Liverpool.
My wishes are fulfilled.
It just something about it. More of it feels more about you on the inside. More of this just feels like you need to believe that you are doing this. Instead of just allowing the universe to do it for you, you need to actually tell yourself, I am moving to Liverpool. That's just kind of that's most of what I'm getting out of these. Is just you need to be the driving force in order to do it. You can't wait for somebody else to do it. You're getting the visa. If you don't have a job to get there, if you have the visa, super cool, then maybe you can apply for a job when you get there. I don't know how it works. This is actually something I'm kind of looking into a little bit, but I'm wondering if maybe there's with a visa, can you get a serving job or something like that? Got it. Yeah, just that's what I would recommend. I don't know how visas work with serving jobs or whatnot, or little jobs, but I know that there are websites that you can go to find. Oh, that's cool. You already have the job. How did you do that? You might need to DM me about that because I'm looking to see how to do that. Kurti, I'll put you on the list. So if that's the case, if you're just waiting on the visa and you already have the job, I'm kind of just, the other thing that I'm just saying is just enjoy your time with where you're at with this, because you've got this, like I said, you've got the Six of Cups. Just enjoy your time. Don't make it so heavy. Just enjoy where you're at and just wait and just don't do anything. Let the universe take care of your visa. In the meantime, you can probably take care of how you're going to move there, making a plan with that, and just kind of not rushing yourself into doing this. Hi, M7MC or M7MD. That's what I would say. So how can you move there? I would just say, you applied for the visa, you said, and I would just allow the universe to do its thing. And once you know what the visa response is, then you can have a plan of action about what to do next. But until then, I would just relax, plan on what you can take, pack, let the universe know that you are planning to leave. Take those actionable steps, and when you find out what that visa says, you can take the next actionable step of whatever that will be. I hope that was helpful, Joof. Please give me a follow if you would like to, and we can revisit this in another month, and we can see kind of how everything is landing.
Abundance.
Pinky, are you still here? You did come back. Cool. Awesome, Jeff. Pinky, are you still here? And then we've got Umema. Umema, are you next? You're in the hot seat after Pinky. Umema. And then Omar would be next. All right, you're here. And then Alondra. Hello, Alondra. How are you doing? Hello again. So, Pinky, what's your question? What is your question for the tarot? All right, Umemi, thank you for confirming. Oh no, Alondra, that's not good. That is not good at all. Take a rest.
I trust the universe.
All right, let's see. How can Pinky feel more confident and not like a waste of space? Oh, that's... We're getting into some deep stuff here, Pinky. We got Umema, Omar, Evangelista, and Kurti. For M7MD, I don't know if you want to be on the list or not. If anybody wants to jump to the front of the line, it is $10.
I am aligned with the energy of the universe.
Oh, I'm sorry, Alondra. Was it too early maybe to take the pregnancy test? Maybe it's later.
I am grateful for my life.
Hello, Jay Shri.
I am grateful for my friends.
Pinky, I'm gonna let you know that I am not. Astrology is not my strong suit. I appreciate you keep talking how you're talking. I don't quite understand everything. I know Chiron is the. I know he's the wounded hero, the wounded hero's teacher. The first house. It's a whole thing. I don't remember the houses. I don't know the houses. Something about doing with yourself. Something like that. I'm not sure. You can still keep going. See, I'm sorry. I just have marginally left. No worries, M7MD. I'm just wondering if you wanted to be on the list. Jay Shri, I'll put you on the list. Alondra threw up. Oh no, that's not good. That is not good at all. Wow. Your Chiron is really going through it right now, Pinky.
Abundance flows to me effortlessly.
It feels like
Everything I want.
I think you are allowing the universe to take too much control over your life, and you are not, and you need to freeze everyone else's opinions. I am a tarot reader, Jeshri. Yes. You have the tower on the outside, so it feels like there's a lot of energies around you that are causing you to have utter chaos, and you are not in control.
I attract huge abundance.
Oppositely, though, I'm wondering, because we asked the tarot, how can you feel more confident? I'm wondering if you can be the chaos. Is there any way that you can be the chaos? Maybe there's things that are too quiet. The reason why I kind of hesitate with that a little bit is because the card at the bottom of the deck you got is Jack Frost. Jack Frost is in the position of death. But what I like to point out here is that all these characters are frozen with Jack Frost. So there seems to be Kurti, there's like 3 ahead of you, unless you want to do the $10 thing. Part of me feels like you should be the chaos, Pinky, and you should freeze everybody else. That's kind of what I'm getting from these cards. In order for you to feel a little bit more confident in who you are, and a little bit more not like a waste of space, like how you mentioned it. You're not a waste of space. Just remember that. But I think that you should probably be the chaotic person that you are. Sana, I'll put you on the list. Be the chaotic person that you are, regardless of what everyone else thinks, and freeze everyone else's opinions about you. That's how I would just accept who you are. Good, bad, horrible, happy, sad, depressed. It is yours to own, and I would just own it. Yeah, I would just own it. That's what I would do. Blanca, I will put you on the list as well. So, Pinky, if this is resonating with you, I hope that it is. If this was good for you to hear, please let me know. If you want to give me a follow, we can revisit this in another month and see how you're doing with creating chaos. Umayma, you are next. We've got Umayma, Omar, Evangelista, Kirsty, Jeshmir, Sana, and Blanca. If anybody wants to jump to the front of the line, you are more than welcome to. It would be $10 though. Okay. Cool. Let's do this. Let's see let's focus a little bit. Let's take it one step closer to you, Umayma. Let's do it one step closer. It's probably, let's do a little bit more focused on you as to what can Umayma do to have a good connection with Idris. Does that make sense? What can Umayma do to have a better connection? Not a better connection, a good connection? Good connection with Idris. I am aligned with the energy of my manifestations. My manifestations. We had a jumper. We had a jumper. I release my desires, knowing they will come to me. I think that you already have a good energy, Umayma, with Idris. The thing that I would probably concern myself about a little bit would be moving on to the next stage. The reason why I'm saying that is you got the 10 of Cups. So there's an ending. There's some kind of an ending coming. However, it is the 10 of Cups, so I don't think that it's the ending of the relationship. I think it's the ending of the talking stage. I think you guys are in a very, very good space to move on to the next part of your relationship. Lexi, I put you on the list. The card at the bottom of the deck, you've got the star, and the star is usually about being a symbol of hope. Or a symbol of hope in general. The card that comes before the star is the Tower. And the Tower is about utter chaos, things falling apart, world crumbling around you. But the star is what comes after that chaos, the beginning of the rebuild. So I have a feeling that the 10 of Cups is going to transform. Changing this, let me say this better. By taking the star, by using the star, you can transform that 10 of Cups into an Ace of Cups and start in a new direction with Idris. Does that make sense? Umayma, does that make sense for what we're kind of looking at here? My life is amazing. Cool. So If you want to give me a follow, we can revisit this in another month, and we can see if your talking stage has moved to a new stage, or what's going on around that, and how you can move things forward or move things back. You never know. Maybe things won't. I'm not going to say that. We're not putting negativity out there. We're not doing that. Omar, are you still here? I haven't heard from Omar in a while. If not, we've got Evangelista. You'll be next. And then Kurti.
I trust the universe.
We've got Omar, Evangelista, Kurti, Jashir, Sana. I know you said that your name is something different. Sakila.
I am aligned with my highest self.
Write that down. And then Blanca and Lexi. Cool. You're here, Jashir. Yep. Omar. I'm gonna get Omar going once. If you're not gonna respond, Omar, we're gonna go over to Evangelista. Again, if anybody wants to jump up to the front of the line, it would be $10. Let's see. Nothing yet. That way.
I'm grateful for my abundance.
Omar going twice.
I am grateful for my life.
Sold to Evangelista. All right. So, Evangelista, what is your question for the tarot? And then Kurti, you are next. You are in the hot seat.
I am grateful for my amazing opportunities. My manifestations are on.
So, Evangelista, you're getting into a little bit of a different area here because something has already passed. I could maybe help you do how can I emotionally prepare for the answer I'm going to get about passing, something of that nature.
I am a beacon for abundance.
I could maybe do like if I need to do another project, what is that project? What subject should I consider?
Abundance.
But without knowing if you passed the project already, I don't know that we can tap into that's tapping into your professor's energy. Let's do that. How will you feel about the results? Let's do that. That works. Kurti, are you still here? Kurti?
I am abundant.
How will Evangelista feel about the results? I got you, Shakila, I got you. You are after Jashiri.
I easily attract all good things.
Oh wow, to the government. You're pretty high up, Evangelista. Something to the government.
I feel peaceful knowing my manifestations are coming to me.
I've got your question, Jashri. You are after Kurti. You're all on the list. We've got Evangelista, Kurti, Jashir, Sakila, Blanca, and Lexi.
I am ready to receive what I want. I am open to receiving.
I get the feeling, Evangelista, that you will feel very stable about what you did with the project. I do think that you are probably going to be thinking, once you get the results back, there's probably going to be things that you think that you probably should have changed. And you're probably going to be beating yourself up a little bit but I wouldn't necessarily do that. Regardless of whether you pass or not, I think that you need to remember and remind yourself that you did you did the best that you could do at the time of the project, and that whatever the results are of the project going into the next one, should there be a next one, you will do that much better. So what I've got here is the Queen of Swords in reverse. You've got the Queen of Swords that you are probably going to be mentally beating yourself up. There probably is going to be a note from the professor that tells you should have done this, or you got this wrong, or I was looking for this and why didn't you do that? And you'll probably start beating yourself up, maybe stabbing yourself a little bit and being like, well, shoot, why didn't I do that? But at the end of the day, you do have the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So I do think that you are going to feel stability with what you have created. Also, if you take a look, you've got two people here, Santa and Mrs. Claus. That could be you and your partner. I do think that you can feel stability with what you created and what you put out and what you did and what you presented with. So whether or not the professor likes it or hates it or passes you or fails you or whatever, I do think that you need to remember that you did exactly what you felt was a good report at that time. And once you get those results, figure out what the next step is. Evangelista, was that? I hope that was helpful to you. If it was, and you want to give me a follow, let's see. Yes, one document a lawyer did miss to inform us. Bring Fantastic Four of Wands. I'm really glad. You're welcome, Evangelista. So if you want to give me a follow, Evangelista, we can revisit this in another month, and we can see kind of where things are, how things are going, or if you need to or not. Let's see. Mad Humita, I'll put you on the list. Kurti, are you still here? I've been asking for you, but I don't think you're here anymore. Going once for Kurti, and then Jashir, you're going to be next. Thank you, Evangelista. If Kurti is not here, Jashir is next. Jashri is next. If Kurti is not here, Jashri, it's you. Yes. Kurti going twice.
I am worthy of my happiness.
Sold to Jashri because Kurti is not here. All right, so Jashri.
The universe provides me.
How can you wait now? Yes. So, Jashri, can you redo your question? You've written a lot of names, and I'm not sure who I should be tapping into. I should be tapping into you. I'm not going to be tapping into anybody else's energy, but I'm a little confused as to what you want me to be focusing on. And then Shakila, you will be next. Shakila will be next. And then Blanca, you're after Shakila, Lexi, and Madhumita. Again, Jashri, I can't get into Gaurav's energy. I can get into your energy. I'm not going to be able to get into his energy because I do not have permission. So we can do Kurti, I'll put you back on the list. You're back on. Jashri, I can say, how can I attract a married partner, or not a married partner? How can I, what should I get? You did miss your turn, Kurti, just barely. I'm in the middle of the one that was after you. So I could put you back on the list. You are back on the list. Jashri, we need to focus more on you. Let's focus more on you. Let's not focus on the other person. Let's not focus on when something will happen or will something happen. Let's focus on you. So what is something that you need right now?
I trust the universe. I trust that my
Are you still there,
manifestations
Jeshri? There we
will
go.
come true.
I can do a general reading on Jeshri's energy. Yes, let's do that. A general reading on Jeshri's energy.
I am aligned with my highest self.
Like there's only like 5. It's not a very long list today. Usually I have lists of like, I had a list yesterday of seriously 65. Like it was a long list. It was a really long list. But today seems to be fairly quiet. I'm just trying to get through some of this stuff. Sakila, you will be next. Again, Kurti, if you do want to jump to the front of the line now, if you want to pay, there's a $10 link down in the description. You can also do that if you do want to jump up to the front of the line.
I am grateful for my prosperity.
Jeshri, you are thinking a lot. You are communicating a lot. I do feel like you are not taking as much, I do feel like you're not taking as much action as you could be in your own life. Usually, so the card at the bottom of the deck I got is the 8 of Wands in reverse. Usually the 8 of Wands is about moving really, really fast and not being able to catch up. But it feels like something's moving very slow for you right now. And I have a feeling it's probably because you're thinking too much. I don't think you're taking as much action in your life as you should be right now. And I think once you start taking more action, more Wands energy, more fire energy, I think that this will probably flip and you'll be able to get things moving again. But I think right now you're just not taking enough action in your life. And whatever actions whatever you're desiring to have happen, you're just kind of sitting back and waiting for it to happen. But I think that you need to take a little bit more control over whatever's going on. I think you're thinking too much. You're just thinking and talking too much. If that was helpful, please give me a follow, and we can look at more things in like 30 days, or see how you're doing, if things are moving faster or slower. If you just started taking action, then you probably just need to wait and let those energies do its thing. If you just started taking action, then you just need to be patient. If you might also need to just wait and see what those results are. I can't check a little more. I have a list. That was the question that you had, unless you want me to put you back onto the list. I can put you back on the list, but that's what I've got for you right now, Jeshri. Shakila, you will be next. Jeshri, I've already answered your question. I can put you back on the list if you want me to, but I'm going to move on to the next one.
I am ready to receive.
Doris, I'll put you on. You are on the list.
I am open to receiving.
Okay, I'll put you back on the list, Jeshri. Jeshri is back on the list.
I am ready to receive.
Shakila, are you seeing anyone right now, Shakila?
I am in receiving mode.
Blanca, are you still here?
What I want to manifest is already mine.
So how long have you been seeing? Okay, yes, that's your name. Cool. Thank you, Chester, for coming back. All right, Blanca, you are next after Shakila. Shakila, are you seeing somebody right now?
I feel confident.
Lexi, are you still here? I think Lexi left.
In my power to manifest.
Jashri, we've got about 6 people before you.
I only attract good to me.
Shakri, that's not what I asked you. I asked you if you're seeing somebody. Shakila, that's not what I asked you. I asked you if you're seeing somebody. Are you dating anybody? I don't have that person on the list. Okay, so I think Shakila, the answer that we're going to ask, or the question we're going to ask is, how can you attract a romantic partner? That's going to be the question that we're asking. Not when you will get married. It's how can you attract a romantic partner?
I am a vibrational match to my desire.
Is that okay? Is that what would that be beneficial for you or no?
I am a high vibrational person.
I don't know what that means. X is there. I don't know what that means. I will do that game when I get to 10K. 10K likes. Shakila, you need to focus. You're putting in way too much into this. I think instead, let's not deal with your ex. Your ex is not here right now, and I'm not getting into him. It's how can you focus on how can you attract a new romantic partner? That's the question that I can ask. If that's not a question that's going to help you in this situation, we need to choose another one. I have a list and I need to keep this moving.
I release my desires.
There's a delay on YouTube, so I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to get this moving. Keep going. Okay, Shakila, while we get your question more figured out, I'm going to be moving on and we can still talk about what question you want to ask. But I can't keep you're sending me in circles, Shakila. I don't know what you want me to ask. I don't know how, like you're talking about your ex. You're telling me he left me. You want to find a new partner. Like you're sending me in circles and I don't know what question to ask. Yeah, okay. So while we try to figure out what Shakila wants to really ask, I'm moving on to Blanca. Blanca, what was your question again?
I am truly abundant.
So Blanca, we're going to do you want to reach out to Scott or do you want Scott to reach out to you? Shakila, I can't do when are you going to get married? I can do how can you attract a new partner? I can do that. But I'm not going to do a when. That's not, if you're looking for a when, I'm not your reader. I'm not the correct reader for you.
Abundance is naturally drawn.
Okay, I'll do a general reading for you when I'm done with this.
I attract abundance.
So Blanca, like I've told everyone else, I can't get into third parties' energies. I can get into yours, but I can't get into Scott's energy. I don't have permission to get into his energy. So do you want to reach out to Scott? Do you want to know what you can do next with Scott? Like that's the kind of questions that I ask. I can't get into a third party's energy. Is that helpful to you? If it's not helpful, I may not be the right reader for you.
The universe is working in my favor. The universe works for my best interest. I trust the universe.
All right, so I'm going to do, while I'm waiting, I guess, again for Blanca to confirm what she's looking for, I'm going to move back over to Shalika and do a general reading on Shalika. And then we've got Blanca, Lexi, your energy. Do you want just a general one, Blanca? A general energy?
I am aligned with the energy of the universe.
Cool. All right. So that's what we'll do. All right. So first I'm going to do, since we figured this out now, Shalika, your general reading is...
For my manifestations. I am grateful for my abundance.
Shalika, you are being impatient right now, and you are not being
I am grateful for
accepting of, you should not accepting, you should probably be giving more back to yourself right now, not focusing on what other people can give you.
prosperity.
Shalika, you got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. The Seven of Pentacles, I like to think of as the gardening card. The garden, when you're doing a garden, you started it from a seed and you're watching it grow. If this came up like this, you would be looking at how far you've come, maybe consider picking the fruit off of the plant, gardening it. Peel, I don't know what that means. Unclear. My life does not contain content mentioned in the notice. What are you talking about?
Beacon for abundance.
Notice is unclear. But yeah, so you're not being patient. And then you've got the Six of Pentacles in reverse on the bottom of the deck. And the Six of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck is an exchange of energy. And there's not an exchange. And I think that you need to focus more on, you need to be the giver and receiver to yourself before you start focusing. If you're dealing with, you mentioned a marriage problem, you mentioned an ex, I think you need to really be focusing on yourself right now. I hope that was helpful. And if you want to ask another question, we can always ask another question, but we can do that in like 30 days regarding this situation. So now, Blanca, let's do Blanca.
I easily attract all things.
Lexi seems to be gone, which means Madhumita, are you still here, Madhumita?
I feel peaceful knowing my manifestations are coming to me. I always manifest my desires.
Almost at 3.
I am ready to
Red, I can do you in a little bit. I've got a list going. I'll put you on. So, Blanca.
I am open to receiving.
Blanca, you have a Page of Pentacles and a Knight of Swords. Seems like you need to be learning a little bit more about your health and your body and your money, where to place some of that stuff. And you also probably need to start speaking up more. This is the card at the bottom of the deck. You're probably thinking a little bit, but you might need to start speaking up more. I'm not sure exactly where that's leading you, but it feels a little bit... I'm not sure what it feels like. It just feels like you're learning a little something about your health, your body, and your money, and you need to be speaking up more. That's pretty much what I've got for you, Blanca. I hope that's helpful. I know that's very... yeah, I hope that's helpful, Blanca.
I believe in my power to manifest.
Was that helpful, Blanca? I don't feel like that was helpful at all. Oh, she left. So Blanca didn't. So that wasn't helpful at all. I don't think that was helpful at all to her. Lexi's gone. Madhumita.
I manifest my goals with ease.
Your turn is next. Yep. TikTok told me that my live is ineligible to be shown to other people. I'm not entirely sure why. I have a feeling it's because I'm probably more focused on more YouTube people right now, but I don't know. It's just, and I'm trying to just
Good
let it
is
go.
all to me. I am a vibrational match.
What are we asking about, Madhumita? I'm confused. Are we asking about, you want to know what Karen's intentions are? If that's true, I can't get into Karen's energy. I can get into yours, but I can't get into Karen's.
I am aligned.
Yeah, I can't get into Karen's energy.
I am aligned.
Lexi? Is that Lexi? You did miss yours. We just passed you, actually. I can put you back on the list.
I am aligned with the energy of my manifestations.
Matt, okay. I don't know what you want, Madhumita. You're sending me in circles here. I don't know what you're looking for. I can't get into contact of Karen's intentions. Do you want an angel message for yourself? Thank you, Chester. Okay, Lexi left. Lexi doesn't want one after all. Kesnia, I can put you on the list.
I deserve my good.
I can do the energies around your relationship. I can probably do that.
I am worthy.
Kurti, are you still here? Kurti, are you awake? Doris, are you still here?
The universe provides me with the best opportunities.
All right. I don't know about Kurti. I don't know about Kurti right now. After Doris, it's Jashri again. And after Jashri, it's Red. I think it's up to you. Like I said, Chester, I don't think TikTok's sharing my live. I think that I pissed them off somehow for some reason. They're not liking my lives right now. Might need to not be on YouTube at the same time. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's happening.
Abundance is naturally drawn to me.
I think your energy. I think you're fine, Madhumita. I think your relationship is fine. I think that you're probably overthinking something. You've got the card at the bottom of the deck is the Four of Swords, which is a mental rest, and you've got on the outside the Nine of Swords in reverse. So unless you're keeping some anxieties close and you're not telling your partner about your anxieties, or there's not enough communication about each other's anxieties, I think you guys are doing okay. I don't think that there's anything really that you need to be focused on or need to be worried about with your relationship right now.
Is working in my favor.
Thank you, Chester. I hope that was helpful for you, Madhumita. We could revisit this in another month and see what comes up later, but I honestly think you have nothing to worry about right now. Kurti, what is your question?
I trust that my manifestations will come true. I am aligned with my higher self.
Kurti and then Doris.
I am aligned.
Chester, if you want to share the live and see if we can get more people in that way. But if TikTok's mad at me for some reason, I mean, they're letting me still be live, so it must just not be pushed somewhere. I'm not sure.
I am grateful for my abundance.
Kurti? Okay. If you join on YouTube, I'll probably just end on TikTok. I'll probably just end TikTok and just stick to YouTube. That's probably what I'm going to do.
I am great.
Chris Lilly TV, youtube.com/Chris Lilly TV.
I am grateful for my amazing opportunities.
So, Kurti, I can ask the tarot what your next step is with him. I cannot answer if he is going to reach out to you.
Abundance is coming to me now.
All right, guidance on the situation with Abhimanov.
I am a beacon.
Don't end it. I'm not ending it yet. If you decide to leave, I probably will.
Abundance flows to me effortlessly. Everything I want flows to me effortlessly.
Doris, you are next.
I am abundant.
I'm not sure what's happening right now with you and Kurti, with Kurti and you, Abhimanov right now, but it seems to me that you don't have a lot of options, and you probably need to be a little bit more giving/forgiving or allowness of growth. You got the 7 of Cups in reverse. Usually that means there's a lot of different questions. There's a lot of different emotions, a lot of different options. Because this is reversed, it does kind of feel like you maybe feel like you have a lot of emotions and you're probably paralyzing yourself because of those. The card on the inside, you've got the Empress, and she's usually the mother of the tarot, and mothers are traditionally kind, caring, giving. She's usually shown as pregnant, so allowing things to grow slowly takes time to finish a project. So with whatever's going on with you and Abhimanov, it just kind of feels like it's not going to be happen. It's not going to be fixed overnight, but you might need to put in a little bit of effort into it and take baby steps in order to do it. How can you not join on YouTube? Just out of curiosity. Does that help, Kurti?
I am ready to receive.
Is that helpful, Kurti? Doris, you're next.
I am in receiving mode.
Huh, interesting. I don't know why.
What I want to manifest is already mine.
Kurti, that's not what we asked. You didn't tell me that. But that was your question. I can't keep pulling cards for that. If you want me to put you back on the list, I can do that. But I don't know where you went wrong. That's not what I was told to ask the tarot for. So I do hope that was helpful. Give me a follow and we can revisit this in a little bit, or you can be put back on the list to ask that question about where you went wrong. Doris, Jashri, Red, Kinesia. And then we've got, that's it. Cool. All right. Sorry, Kurti, sorry that wasn't quite the question that you were asking, kind of a thing. Doris, are you still here?
My wishes are fulfilled.
Okay, you can do that. Jashri, are you still here? Hello, Tia and Zephyr.
I am a high vibration person.
Is Red still here? Okay, Red's still here.
I am
Easy.
aligned with the
Kisnia.
energy of abundance.
Kisnia, did you still want to be on the list?
I am aligned with the energy
Hi,
of
Holistic Conduit.
manifestations.
All right, I will put Kisnia on the list. I think I have two people that have a very similar name.
Manifestations
Ksenia and Kiz is it the same person? It's just two different names. Like it just I don't know.
I release
Doris.
my
Let's focus on Doris right now. Let's focus on Doris right now.
will come to me.
Doris. On Doris right now. Same person? Not same person. It's spelled differently. That's why I'm nervous. Thank you, Holistic Conduit. It's interesting. I'm feeling a little off right now because TikTok gave me like a weird message, and I'm feeling a little off right now. Oh, okay, same person then. I'm just gonna cross off one of them. Doris, your messages from your spirit guides would be to thaw out, and whatever decision you are trying to make right now, follow your intuition. You've got Jack Frost, which is it's also reversed. He is freezing these people right here. I'll put you up here. He's freezing these people, but because it's reversed, I'm going to tell you you probably need to thaw out. And then you've got on the card at the bottom of the deck, you've got the Two of Swords, and you've got the Moon up here. So whatever decision you're running into, you need to use your intuition and decide. Use your intuition to make that decision. So that is your Doris. I hope that was helpful from your guides. And then if you want to check back in with this again at another time, we can revisit this in like another 30 days. Hold on. Okay, I'm still waiting on an email from Weird Black Girl. Death card in reverse with Two of Swords. So the Death card. So the Jack Frost card is actually different from the Death card. It is the same position, but the Jack Frost card, it's a special card for this specific deck. So look at the Death card, but also look at Jack Frost, and then the Two of Swords. Yeah. You're not the only person on the TikTok. You've got the Holistic Conduit to talk to. What are you talking about? All right, so I got someone. So yes, okay. So Weird Black Girl, you are next because you gave me $10. So Weird Black Girl, what is your question for the tarot? You too, Doris. Thank you for your question.
I trust that
Is Jashri still here? If Jashri's still here, you're technically next. And then Red would be after her. So Weird Black Girl, let's focus a little bit more. Instead of a will, let's focus more on how. How can you become a successful horror film director in 2024? Also, I want to ask you a little bit about how long have you been a writer-director? Because 2024 is half over, and it takes a long time to make a movie. So putting a timeline on that, is there a way, 20 years, okay. Do you have any new projects coming out this year?
I am grateful for my life.
Okay. So let's change your question more to what action can Weird Black Girl take to become more successful? How does that work? Is that a better question for us to ask? Cool. What can Weird Black Girl do to become more successful? Let's do that. Bye, Chester. Thank you. I'm I'm guessing Jashri is gone. Red, you might be next.
I am a beacon for
And then after Red, we got Kisnia.
abundance.
Holistic Conduit, are you still here? How's it going? What's going on?
Everything I want flows to me effortlessly.
Why are you beating yourself up, weird black girl? Why are you beating yourself up?
I am abundant.
You're not seeing how special you are. And when you're not seeing how special you are not exuding that in your
All my wishes
connections
are
with
fulfilled.
other people. You got the star in reverse, weird black girl, and that is usually a symbol of hope. With the star on the inside, I think that you need to focus more on what lights you up on the inside. The card at the bottom of the deck you got is the Queen of Swords, and she's also in reverse. The Queen of Swords is extremely, she's witty. She's talking a lot. It feels like you're stabbing yourself a little bit with your career. So instead of being more proud of the projects that you're taking on, instead of being more, what's the word? Instead of being more unexcited, there's another word, I can't think of it right now. Instead of being unexcited about taking on a project, why can't you be more proud to take on the project? Is kind of what I'm getting here. But you got both of these cards in reverse, and it just makes me feel like you are not doing, like you're beating yourself up and not even looking at about how far you've come, kind of a thing. Reshma, I'll put you on the list. Does that make sense, weird black girl? Is that resonating a little bit? Cool. I'm guessing since you found me on being a writer, I guess give me a follow unless you have already, and then let's revisit this in another 30 days to see how your project's shaping up and how you're talking to yourself. Jashri, I'm guessing you're gone because I've called you out a few times. Thank you very much, Weird Black Girl, for subscribing. Red, you are next. You wanted a read for what's coming in the future.
I believe in my power to manifest.
I can do what energies are going on around you right now, and maybe something for you to possibly look forward to. Let's do that. We can do that. I can do that. Let's see. For Red, we can do that. And then Kisnia, you are next. And then Reshma. I think I'm going to close the list after that. If anybody wants to be on the list, they would have to pay to get onto the list. I think I just need to, I've got about 30 more minutes on my timer on the TikTok one. And I think it's just about, it's getting warmer, and I think it's about time for me to take off. So Red, immediate future, what's going on right now? It is immediate future. Do this.
I am a high vibration person. I am aligned.
I would expect, Red, that you probably need to go back to something that you loved before. Don't walk away from it. And you might have a couple of different opinions about that going on in your head. It feels like, so you got the 8 of Cups in reverse, and when I get the 8 of Cups, usually the 8 of Cups, when if it comes up this way, it's walking away from something you love for something better. But if it's in reverse, it's almost like you should not walk away and stay where you're at. With the card on the bottom of the deck, you got the 5 of Wands, and the 5 of Wands is about a like too many passions, too many cooks in the kitchen. They're all butting heads about how they think something should be done. So it almost, because it's on the bottom of the deck, it does make me feel like you're probably taking on other people's opinions about what you should be doing, instead of doing what you want to be doing. So I would highly pay attention to other people's opinions about about how you should be living your life right now. That's what I would pay attention to, Red. I hope that resonated, Red. Kisnia, you will be next. Kisnia.
I am truly abundant.
I would look forward to just being yourself. I would look forward to once you understand what people are trying to tell you, I would just look forward to just making your own decisions. I would look forward to that. That's what I would look forward to. Taking more control of your own life, being more happy with where you're at, that kind of a thing.
I attract abundance with ease.
You're welcome, Red. I hope that was helpful. And then we can, if you want to give me a follow, we can look at this in another month and see what happens. So Kisnia, I can do,
Everything always works out for me.
Let's see what it should. Hello, MC. It's not like in this question. Let's see for Kisnia. Hello, Michael. So, Michael, my readings aren't really a yes or no unless you honestly really need me to do that. I would usually get in contact with your energy, not Luke's energy. So, is there something that we can do to ask you about this energy? Kisnia, I'm not going to be able to get into his intentions. I can get into you. What should you do with your ex Taki? That's what I'm going to ask is what should Kisnia do with her ex Taki?
I am aligned with the energy of the
My cards are not enjoying your question. I've tried to shuffle 2 times and they're just not having a good day with this situation.
I am grateful for my abundance.
All right, so I'm gonna just. I don't know if anybody's here on TikTok. I'm gonna log off. I think TikTok's mad at me, and I think I just need to take a break from TikTok. I'm gonna finish up YouTubers really fast, but I think I need to just end this for now. Go away.
I am grateful for my amazing opportunities. My manifestations are on their way to me now. Abundance is coming.
Kisnia.
I am a beacon for abundance.
I think you can go talk to him if you want to. When you do go talk to him, though, make sure that you are trying to speak clearly to him, as if put it don't speak whatever opinions you have. You need to make them easy to understand. What is this? I need to just look at this really fast. Oh, approved. All right, never mind. Live visibility restricted. It's not reproduce content. What does that mean? So my guidance to you would be just when you do talk to Taki, that you need to be a little bit more clear and not use fancy words is more of what I'm getting from this. Does that make sense, Kiznia? Is that resonating?
Huge abundance.
And then Reshma, are you still here? You're next.
I easily attract all good things. All my dreams come true.
Cool. Kiznia, how are we doing? How was that advice? Was that clarity? Did that give you some clarity on what you need to do? What was your question again, Reshma? Oh, general reading. I see. General reading. I saw.
My desires.
Yeah, articulate your words better, but make them very understandable. You got the. Sorry, I didn't even show you what the cards were. Hold on. I didn't even show you what the cards were. You got the Hermit at the top of the deck, which is why I said you're probably okay to go talk to him. I did not even. This is probably why you're confused. The Hermit is like spending time alone, but because he's reversed, usually that means go out of your hermit zone. The card at the bottom of the deck you got is the Page of Swords. And that's why I said you probably need to be a little bit more, not articulate, I'm not saying use dumb words, but dumb it down so that a child could understand it. Because the Page of Swords is someone who is learning how to communicate. So there might be some things that you probably need to communicate a little bit better with him. That's how I would do that. If you want to schedule a one-to-one reading, that would be on my website, chrislily.tv. And that would, if you click on the Tarot Readings tab, there is a button in the description if you want to. That would be someplace that you can go there. And you can click on the different ones that I do there. Does that make sense, Kinesia, now that I've kind of shown you the cards that I didn't show you before? I mean, that does make sense, but again, I tapped into your energy. I didn't tap into his energy. So it doesn't really matter about age. It's more about experience. Just because the page comes up, pages can be someone who's also 50 years old. It just kind of depends on they're more about experience and level of experience versus like age kind of a thing. So Kinesia, I hope that was helpful. Give me a follow if you want to revisit this again in another couple of months, and we can go another couple of weeks, and we can go from there. Reshma, we can do you. I think Reshma is going to be the last one, guys. I'm kind of, for some reason, I got a little irked from TikTok a minute ago, and I'm not quite, I don't think I'm 100% right now. Like, I feel fine. It just kind of, it messed with my energy a little bit. And so I'm not trying to force it. I just want to make sure I'm trying to still be respectful of everyone's time. I just think that I need to call it after Reshma since she's the last one anyway. And just take a break. I think I've been going live too much. That might be it too. It might be just exhaustion. It might be just a little bit of exhaustion.
I am aligned with the energy of my manifestations. My manifestations are naturally drawn to me. Okay, Reshma, I don't know how, but you got the exact same cards. You got the Hermit, so probably go out and do something with whatever it is that you're trying to get to do. You're probably being told to go be more social and make sure that when you're communicating with people, make sure that you're communicating clearly. And so you don't have to use $10 words or big, long words. Just make it fun, make it happy. Don't put so much pressure on yourself to communicate. Does that make sense, Reshma? Is that, I hope that
like you got the same card. It's so interesting. It hardly ever happens. I hope that was helpful though for you, Reshma. Was that helpful for you?
Best opportunities. I am a magnet for abundance. I am truly abundant.
Awesome. Cool. Give me a follow if you want to revisit this, and we can
Abundance is all
go from there.
around me.
So MC, I had about 45 today. I think I'm closing off the list right now just because nobody else is on it right now. I just kind of, I think I burnt myself out. I went live for 8 hours yesterday, so I think that I've burnt myself out, and I just think that I need to take a little bit of a break. But I had 45 today, and I got one person who paid, so that's kind of nice. I might come back later tonight. We'll see how I'm feeling. I just think that I need to relax for a minute. Thank you for asking, MC. It's nice that someone paid attention a little bit. I know that sounds kind of weird, but it's nice that you paid attention. I think did you wait, MC? Did you write me on the previous one from yesterday? Like I missed you. Were you that person? I got a comment. What did I get? I got a comment on on the live from yesterday. I think it was from you. Was it from you? I think it was from you. Yeah. No, Chad. Are you Chad 301 3107? MC? Are you Chad 301 3107? I'm gonna guess you're gone, I guess. Are you gone? Did you leave me, MC?
I am grateful for my manifestations.
All right, I'm gonna guess you left, MC. I'm sorry that I was not. That I probably. I don't. Oh, here we go. Were you the one who? Are you, MC? Are you this person? Are you commented? Are you Chad 3107?
I am grateful for my life. I am grateful for my prosperity.
I'm still here, I think.
I am grateful.
Are you Chad 3107?
Opportunities. My manifestations are on their way to me now. Abundance is coming to me now. I am a beacon for abundance.
Okay, so don't know if you are Chad 3107, but if you are, I was going to do a reading for you because you said that you missed yesterday's, but I will chat with you another day, MC. Thank you for checking in. I hope that you check in on another live soon, and I would be happy to do a reading for you. Thank you very much. I will talk to you guys all later.